Falcon done?
Anyway, hello everyone. Welcome to Friday Night Live with the Bench. We're back. Another week's just, well, I don't know where it's gone.
It's rolled on by.
It's gone behind us.
It's gone behind
Yeah,
us.
last Friday.
Yeah, it went behind us.
We've rolled
Behind?
over.
Wow. That's different. Different. I like that, Tim.
Yep.
So does that mean next week's in front of us or ahead of us?
Ahead.
Don't know.
Definitely.
Ahead or in front? Which one?
In front.
In front.
Yeah, it's in front of us.
In front. Okay.
Yeah. Why not?
I
Me and the committee agree.
Why on earth not? You know, anything to waste the time here. Well, I'm just putting the links up on Facebook. You're right. You know what I mean? There we go. Anyway, hello everyone. We're back. Here to entertain you for a few hours this evening. We're a couple of men down. I say men in the loosest sense of the word. Probably get in trouble for saying that now, can't you?
Yeah.
People down. I shouldn't assume genders, don't I? Anyway, moving on.
My missus is weird.
Yeah. Random. So yeah, we're a couple of down. Luke's taking a bit of a sabbatical for a while. Mr. Scattergood's done his back in. He's not in a good place at all. And Sam is out spreading the word of our Lord and Saviour.
I thought you weren't allowed to use that word anymore because it was generic, bad towards people.
What, spreading?
Spatical.
Spatical.
Yeah.
When did I say that?
Oh, I thought it was one of those naughty words you weren't allowed to say anymore.
When did I say that?
Earlier.
You talking about Luke?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. It's like having a conversation with you, Val. It's like 3 hours ago. What the hell? Yeah. So a few people down. So Roland's joined us again. There he is. Roland's kindly volunteered to be the host for the evening. So over to Roland.
He's joining in.
He's joining. Yeah, Roland's a hang around. He's waiting for his colours. What was it? Bikers have colours patch.
So the big moment. Can't wait. Can't wait.
The iron-on patch on the back of their waistcoat.
Yeah, what's it called? Colours.
Yeah,
Colours. They're flash at the
skull and bones. Must be skull and bones.
Look great on his push bike.
And again, skateboard. And again, another interview. Someone, well, we've wanted to interview for quite a while. Nice bloke, good modeler, good YouTube channel. Wasn't available, so we got Luke Ward instead.
So Luke was well good.
Yeah, Luke's on this tonight. Luke's kind of new to. Oh, have you been with us now, Luke, in the Hangouts and that?
I think just after Christmas.
Was it just after Christmas? Yeah. But you've only been back to modelling for what? Well, started modelling full stop, didn't you?
Yeah, just over a year.
Just over a year. So.
And that was the interview over with.
There you go. Bye.
Finally, pink or brown, and that's it. Done.
Yeah, pink or brown. Luke?
Pink.
Okay. Fair enough.
I think with pink, then brown. But anyway.
Pink, brown, pink.
Whatever.
I just see somebody wrote Klopp has joined the group. We talked about that the other day, didn't we?
Yes, we did. That's right.
Confused Ben. Ben was very confused with what we were talking about.
Yes.
What? Far too posh is Ben. That's the problem.
Yeah. So, yeah, Luke's getting interviewed tonight. Very kindly volunteered to join us. It's a nice T-shirt you got there, Luke.
Why, thank you.
What does that say on it?
It says Scale Malta.
Oh, and what would that be, perchance?
That would be my YouTube channel.
Is that something people should go and look at and subscribe?
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, excellent. We'll pimp that a little bit later on when Norman's giving you some cues. And in 2 weeks, we've got Mr. Dan Croak from the Dan Cave will be joining us as well. And then I'm going to have a chat with Roland. See if Roland fancies being interviewed one evening.
Sure.
Dan, the bloke we were meant to have then, was it?
Sorry?
Dan, the bloke we were meant to have then, was it? Tonight? That's why we went to have Dan, so we now got Luke instead. Is that what happened then?
Why not?
Yeah.
He was available.
Yeah, why not? So, yeah. So, hopefully, keep you entertained for a few hours of that. We've also got Dan's section as read by Jim, because Dan's not here, obviously. Jim very kindly volunteered after Tim nominated him. I think it was Tim.
Everybody jumped on the bandwagon.
Hell yeah.
Pressured me into it.
We're questions for the crew with Mr. McNeish.
Hey.
Oh, you got your step ladder?
Uh-huh.
Never knew it was a real one.
No.
I've used that joke so many times, but it's still funny.
Only
We got
lately.
what you've been buying with Mr. Shorey as well. And Alan's going to give us a step-by-step rundown of his cave demolition. You took
Over the course of the weekend, perhaps.
Oh, that's didn't it?
What's going on? Missed this? What's going on? What's going on?
He'll have to turn his camera to show you.
Well, no. I can show. I have no. I actually have no modelling stuff around at all. It's all gone.
He lives in Toxteth. He got burgled.
His benches and bricks.
Jim's sat there thinking, where the hell's Toxteth?
Yeah.
Get the wife's wardrobe. She might have it.
Yeah. No, we're demolishing the cave this weekend and rebuilding the cave. So.
What, actually knocking the whole thing down, or just?
No, just putting up another wall in here and making the cave at the back, where all that stuff is at the back's all going, and yeah, it's all
bit of a letdown from demolishing that, isn't it, Tim? I thought that as well.
Yeah, if you want to come and help, Tim, you're more than welcome.
I'm always
Alan's
like smashing back doors. Walls in.
And we got what we've been buying with Mr. Shaw as well. I can't remember if I said that or not. I did. Well, we're doing it twice. So.
Oh, we'll do it twice.
Yeah, we'll do it twice.
Why not?
And of course, we've got Norman running Luke through his paces with all the questions as usual. And our usual £20 giveaway for the live number generator, and a £20 giveaway for the most voted for build in Dan's section. Simon, no, Jim. Get there in the end. I've turned into your nan. Yes, get the name eventually in the end. So yeah, everyone's getting drunk by the look of it. What are you drinking, Al?
Bex.
Oh, good man. I'm on the good stuff. I'm on the hard stuff.
WKD Blue.
What are you?
I like the taste.
I won't say the word, but Tim's got a beer, alcohol beverage being with C, Rona.
Rona. I like a bit of Rona.
What are you drinking, Roland?
I'm having a nice white wine. South Africa.
For a change.
There you go. Extra light wine.
I can't white it out label. And who else was drinking? Somebody else was. Simon.
Hey, look his age.
I'm not talking to you. You keep flashing it up like a lunatic.
Cheers, everybody.
Yeah, cheers with a can of Coke Zero.
I'll have one of them later as well, Paul, but with some rum.
Yeah.
I'll be thinking of it, don't worry.
Thankfully, you can't see what my finger's doing right now. Oh, there is a little bit.
A little bit of your finger.
That was my finger. Definitely my finger. So if you're in the chat, say hello. If you're new to the feed, say hello. Let us know your real name, where you're watching from. Like I say, we're here for a few hours. We weren't here on Wednesday. My internet was supposedly down and didn't go down at all day. So that was a complete waste of time not going live. But we were back on Sunday and next Wednesday and back into the swing of things. And hell is basically frozen over, as you'll see later when we get to Simon's section.
I've got your new product release, Paul, as well. Ultimate Wine. Very nice, have to say.
That sticker doesn't look stuck on.
It isn't yet.
Like,
oh, Scalable to drinks. I like that.
Water cola.
Hand sanitizer.
I got toilet roll upstairs with an ultimate sticker on somewhere.
Hey.
Do you think, Jim?
I don't think. Sorry. As you know, I don't think.
No, we're after your opinion. What do you think?
Personally, I don't care.
What
are you thinking, Jim?
About what, Jim? Hang on, wait. About what?
About what?
Simon just said a very important point. What do you think?
I wasn't listening. I will make that admission right here now. I'm tied up in a personal email, and
that's all right because we weren't discussing anything. I just said your name at random.
I know because I'm breaking a rule right now. I apologize.
Have a word with him, Tim.
Oh yeah, I'll get the committee on you later.
But since I broke a rule, do I get a spanking?
But if you're a grinder, mate.
Yeah, the committee is spanking. They'll be up for it.
Whatever it is, I'm not getting involved. So that can be.
I thought you were head of the committee, Paul. Oh, no.
Yeah. No.
And I'm drinking Diet Coke, by the way.
Oh, I see.
A cooler. Oh,
But I
nice.
was kind of paying attention. What'd you drop, Paul?
Kinda.
I'm moving my phone.
Gotcha.
Shall I go through the chat then?
Yeah, go on, mate.
So starting up, we've got Brian Windmill, evening all. Simon's there,
Okay.
evening peeps. Sean White, good evening all. Malcolm Plum, evening everyone. Mr. Parker's there. Simon Brown, evening all. Gary Pashley, evening peeps. We've got a thumb down. Let's have a quick check.
We've got three.
We know
Got
if-
three.
Three?
I am trying to convince Gary slowly over time to put his camera on.
It's never going to happen.
If he puts his camera on, he can come and join us on the live show. Because I think Gary would be a very, very valuable addition to the live show.
Absolutely.
Totally agree with you. Totally agree.
Because Gary is unbelievably knowledgeable.
Is he? Oh.
Yeah, nothing about modelling, but cats and, you know. When he said diaphragms, then what the hell did that come from?
Wallpapering.
Yeah,
sleep.
wallpapering. You know, I think he will, but we've got to get him to put his camera on. Norm's been raiding Sam's piss bag for his Lucasade again.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Gary, put your camera on. God's sake, cool.
Come on, Gary, play the game.
Yeah, you'd be
Yeah.
good on it. Apart from he's not very
We can do
PC.
it, Gary.
Yeah, Gary's not a PC man. He prefers Mac.
Flash a Mac.
Hang on anyway. John Stone, greetings one and all. I hope you all have a great show model on. Norman's there. Good evening, fellow sprue fiddlers, and your long weekend starts here. Yeah, I actually got 5 days off actually.
Ooh, nice.
You can definitely come and help me then too.
Yeah.
No, if you're around the corner, I wouldn't.
I said before, I couldn't help him, but I couldn't be bothered.
Yeah, if you're around the corner, I might think about it. I might drive by, some beat and wave.
Yeah.
On his way to Goodwood.
Yeah. You don't shit. Use a spirit level. Stuff like that. Harry Marwick. Good evening, guys. Steve from Southport. Hello, one and all. Crayons there. Evening, afternoon. Happy Friday. Santo. Evening, guys. Mike Tynan. Hello there, Mike.
Hello,
Evening,
Mike.
all. He
It
got
gets
his
worse.
second Piffizizer jab this evening. It's good to hear.
As Isaac.
Piffizizer, yeah. Piffizizer. Something weird happening down below. Yeah, that'll be your toes. You've noticed them. Yeah, that's what it is. There's 6 on each foot. Ask the UK Scale Models evening. All Dan Croak, good evening, everyone. Yari T, evening, everyone. Hey Miko, evening, everyone. Adams there, evening, all.
Hey,
Paul
Adam.
Morgan, evening, all from a very sunny Elgin in the Highlands.
Blue sky.
Really?
Yep.
Wow, and you lucky. What have we got at the moment? Let's have a look. London's got a bit of overcastness.
5 miles away to the north in Lossiemouth, we've got blue sky.
Oh, lovely. What about outside your house?
Outside my house is blue sky.
Wow.
All round my house is blue sky.
Yeah.
And the garage.
Oh, that's pretty
It's
amazing.
it's raining here, but it's that warm. I had to open the door.
Yeah.
I haven't done this year yet. It's 14 degrees out there, 15 degrees now.
When did it become blue sky though? Or sky blue?
Sky blue.
Blue?
Blue of the sky.
Moving along.
Definitely, Norman. Definitely, mate.
Painful.
I'm knocking stuff over left, right, and centre here tonight. I can't get the staff. Can I? Go on, Tim.
What's it? Sorry. The Tam McMillan evening, everyone. Timson 72 evening. All Hugh Gordon evening, everyone. Mark Ward evening, guys. Steve Partridge, good evening, everyone. Mark H, hi everybody. Bob the Fish, what's up the Manic Modelers? Crichton says Klopp has joined the group. Yeah, he does look a bit like Jurgen Klopp.
Yeah.
Strange accent as well, sort of matches as well. Yeah. Chris, Barrel. Good afternoon from Texas. Hope everyone is doing well today. I wonder is that Barrel? Don't know how you pronounce that one.
I go-
B-A-R-I-L-E.
Real.
Barrel.
Kyle.
Yeah, not sure. I have to do that one.
Really.
Paul Christopher, Happy Friday Modelers.
Happy about it.
Winshut, NLD, evening all.
Walter.
Doesn't say that.
Does.
Dutch for Walter.
Oh, is it?
I think so.
Old for where he stays.
Walter's been in here.
Oh, okay. Didn't know that.
Well,
Sean
hang
Braddock,
on.
hi folks. Big telly tonight. Oh, we're on to the big telly tonight. Oh, nice to know. I hope we're looking as sexy as ever.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. Paul Gower, hi all. Our models, evening guys.
Hello.
Patrick McGeever, evening everyone.
Hello.
Simon Reed, good evening everyone. There, Claire's there, evening everyone.
Hello, Claire.
Mark saying hi to his dad. Hi, Dad.
Hi, Sean.
Sorry, just skipped there on me. Yeah, see, I've gone there, been there. There we are.
What's that one, Tim? Have you seen Hannah's one, Tim?
Hey, oh, Hannah's there. Hi, everyone. Have you reached 4K yet?
I have indeed in the last hour.
Wow.
Cool.
Right, I'll post that on my page now saying thank you everyone for the 4,000 followers. I bet you about 5 people can follow me on purpose.
Oh,
Most of them will be you lot.
where's the unfollow button? Where's the unfollow button?
We wouldn't do that, Paul.
No,
You've always thought it's 4,00001 at least.
it happened last time. It's quite funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, Cully K, hi. Hi, hope all well. Have a great show. Albert News, good evening, one and all. Very good evening to you, everyone, from John Howe. Hi, all. Oh, no, Al, sorry. Brian Drescher, evening, guys. Watching you all and resting after my second vaccine shot. Hope you're all well.
Hello, Brandon.
Brandon, yeah, I was going to say, do you mean Brandon?
Brandon.
Good, Tim's dyslexic, don't you?
Would that be Brandon?
Bit mean, Luke.
I think Brendan's a bit. I think Brendan's.
It's not with me. It takes Mickey out of him for that.
Yeah. Bloody well.
Bloody big eaters.
He's in here. One thing is we're picking.
Hey, it's Gobby. Look at him getting Gobby.
Yeah. We'll have to give him a dressing down. Actually, no, he's already got shorts on. Dean Slater, hi. Happy weekend, everyone.
Just quickly, Luke, have you put those wheels in your ears?
Yeah.
Have a look at this. We're going to have a look at this. We were talking about this the other day and he's gone and done it. Go on then. Yeah, there you go.
An hour from now, he'll be going, where did I put those?
True that.
You weirdo, eh? The MPH photography evening, gents. Adam, good evening, everyone.
Hello.
Joe Bagshaw, good evening, guys. Lovely day today. It's not been bad. Stu Potts there. Hope all well. Hello, all.
Good.
Hope all are well.
How's the fence painting going, Stu?
Hang on. Master Toy Maker, I lost my mood ring and I don't know how I feel about it. Oh.
Someone stole my antidepressants. I hope they're happy now.
Yeah.
What does a mood ring look like? Ian Duffway said, evening, everyone.
I kind of worried Tim didn't get that joke then.
Hey, what joke?
Hey?
Hey?
No, nothing. Master
David
Toy.
Mark, greetings from hot, sunny Florida. David, could you send over some brain cells? Jim's got to do some reading later.
They shared it, so
Oh, so
Yeah,
if he's
oh.
doing the writing, that means he's got it at the moment.
yeah.
Damn, we're in trouble. Carl Roberts, evening all. Happy bank holiday weekend. It's going to be one. Yeah. Steve Podge saying, come on, Gary, get on your camera. That's what,
Yeah.
get your camera on. Either way around. Francois, hi guys, greetings from South Africa.
Hey, welcome to the show, buddy.
Hello, Francois.
Frankos.
Oh my.
That's what it's supposed to be.
All the best.
Yeah.
I had a cold call the other day off a South African woman. And I kept her on the phone for 12 minutes. It was quite funny, wasn't it, Alan?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, that was brilliant.
I was asking her all sorts. She asked for a phone number and I gave her a 25-digit phone number. She kept writing it down. And she put the phone down on me when I asked her what she was wearing. Yeah. I think you have to be there. Me and Alan found it funny.
Joe Bagshaw saying my wife was really mad at me for my poor sense of direction, so I packed my stuff and right.
Yeah. Instead of left.
I go, no, don't explain it to him. You can see there, Tim looking down. Where's the rest of the post?
Where's the rest of that gone? Oh dear. Oh dear. It's half asleep.
I know.
Bap saying evening, everybody.
Hey, Bap.
Some read saying no modelling for me for the next 6 weeks at least. Just had some mental plates.
That'd be different, wouldn't it?
I think I've got some of them as well.
I'm going to
yeah.
leave it as mental plates. Oh dear. Oh, that's right. Shouldn't be laughing at you there, Simon. But that's not good news. It's not good news.
Recovery.
Get the man a hand.
What sort of position have they managed to make your hands sort of stay in?
A claw.
Claw.
Oh,
Yeah. Stuart's there saying, "Hi guys, got back from my operation last night. Sorry to say, the aftercare was something to be desired."
Well, I hope your strapedectomy went well.
Was there no care and consideration given to you, Stuart? That's not bad.
Oh dear.
He should have gone for an adductomy instead.
Yeah.
Volt 20 is there saying greetings from Hillbilly Heaven, wishing everyone a great weekend.
What?
He must be in America.
We did, yeah. Where's Hillbilly Heaven then, Volt? God, I'm doing a Tim. Vote.
Butcher saying, well, +1 football for correct pronounce. Well done.
Mike saying it's like the Waltons. I don't know what it's got to do with the octuplets, but okay. So that one, no one's going to get that one. Alan should.
Yeah.
All right, just wasn't funny.
Stuart saying, well done on getting the 4,000 subs.
Thank you.
The Owls there saying, hi everyone from Buenos Aires, Argentina. Now, can you remember his name from last week?
Chris.
Dean.
The Owl. Hang on, no.
I think it was Chris, wasn't it?
I think it is.
That was just somebody else who asked then.
Brian's there. Good afternoon, everyone. Benny Dosso. My eyes.
Ben.
Desso. There you go. Benny Desso. Evening all. Norman, be gentle. You don't want to scare him off.
Talking about Luke, there he is.
Yeah. Oh, Michael Mitchell saying a rainbow rock is what a mood ring looks like, Tim. Cool. I don't know what a rainbow rock looks like either. So, is it a rock that's like painted with crayons?
I think it's a ring with a rock which changes color depending on what mood you are in. That's a mood ring.
Oh, okay. So if you're feeling it, anyway, not going to go down there.
Why is playing black all the time?
Don't just leave it.
It's a long story on my aftercare from Wrexham Park Hospital. It would take all night.
Knock yourself out, Stu. We've got a couple hours to waste.
Yep.
Everyone quiet while he types.
Hillbilly Heaven apparently is West Virginia.
Ah.
There you go.
Bluish
To
Mountain.
be honest, it was an absolute mess, which I'm sorting out with my surgery, and have been all day. Well, I hope you're home and just having a bit of a chance to relax yourself a little bit and unwind.
I'll ask the question everybody wants to ask. What did you have done, Stuart? I don't want to tell us. That's fair enough. I just hope you're okay. There's nothing too
Didn't
serious.
he have a hernia operation or something?
I seem to recall that. Yeah.
Yeah.
What have I got to do with mood rings, Tim? I don't know. You're always in a happy mood, Crayon. So that's what I'm thinking. If
Well,
if
the
I was
industry that he's
if I was
in.
gonna wear a ring, it'd be your ring because you're always happy.
That's too much information, Tim.
Oh boy.
Does it go brown?
Oh.
No, it'd be red.
Moving on. Moving on.
It likes pink.
So, according to my screen, we've got 90 watching. We've got 3 thumbs down.
Oh, it's better than what it was. It was 4 thumbs down earlier.
You know what that means, don't you? Nothing.
Yeah.
Might
We
release-
can get to over 50 likes easily. There's 93 people watching. We should be able to get over the 50 likes anyway.
I might release a video, ask them to stop.
What it means is there's 3 Garys.
One goes enough.
One's enough. You got fired, you know.
Like Val.
No. You got to quit.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, it was his hair now. Well, hope you get better soon, Stuart. Hope you do. You got operation soon, haven't you, Norman?
Yeah.
Yeah, finally becoming a man.
Well, trying.
Malcolm says he's about to have his 4th hernia surgery and he's only 30. Ooh, damn.
Ooh.
It's not good, mate.
Ouch.
And Quano Man's there saying hello. Well, hello.
Hello.
That's a strange name, isn't it?
Yeah.
Quano.
That's bat droppings, isn't it?
No, it's Guano.
I was going to say, is he from South America somewhere? Or...
Don't know. Quano Man, what's the meaning of your name out of interest? And apparently Brian gives a thumbs down.
If I remember right, Bats Stir Crazy. That's what his original name was going to be.
So is Guano spelt with a Q?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Never knew that.
I'm sure he said it like a couple of weeks ago. He tried to have a name, Bat Stir Crazy or something. It was just too long, so he went Guano Man.
Okay. So he's shit, man.
Star crazy.
Simon got to watch them put the mental plates in his fingers.
Ooh.
What?
You'd have to get the surgeon, just get there and go, wow! Wouldn't you? Just
What?
Yeah, you think after on the floor, dunk. Oh, God.
Michael's saying, careful, one wrong move, man. You can get nerve damage if the surgeon's done wrong. I don't think he's performing to himself, Michael. I think he's probably in the hands of medical team. Unless he's at home with, a rusty scalpel.
One rusty nail, pair of
Probably
cycles.
not.
And it's Stuart's mum's 82nd birthday today. How old is she, Stuart?
Oh, that's nice. It's a
Happy
birthday.
birthday to Stuart's mum.
Yeah, there's how old she is.
And there, Guano Man's replied.
Go to the cinema for your birthday. Oh, we've got 4 thumbs down now. Oh, no.
Lovely.
What are we going to do? It's shocking. Right then. Si, do you want to do your bit? We'll get it out of the way, mate.
Can do. Yeah. I'm ready. I'm ready to rock and roll.
So, sounds to have a look through and see what we've all been buying.
Lots and lots this week by the looks of it.
Yep, it's been a busy all week.
Hopefully that's sharing now, ladies and gentlemen.
It is indeed.
So, first up this week, we have myself. Now the buying ban has been lifted. Managed to get a few bits and pieces. Oops.
Oop.
There we go.
That's where it all went.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
First up, some Mr. Finishing Surfacer. Just to stock up. Next up, 3 fantastic kits from my birthday chums here. McLaren Honda MP431, Ford GT, and the McLaren Senna from Tamiya in 124th. Very nice indeed. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Very good choices. Very pleased with those. My skids also got me a McLaren Honda, the MP430 from Ebro in 124, 120th even.
Look a good kid.
Yeah.
Cool.
I also managed to get myself a little stock up of UMP goodies, including my mug for my tea. Very nice indeedy.
Oh,
Some
Nice.
dinner,
stop
some
press. Stu's just told me his mum's 82.
Ah, that's good to know.
I can't believe it. Anyway, sorry, Simon, carry on.
I also got some detail up parts, one for a Honda NSX, which I haven't got yet, ironically, but they're as rare as hen's teeth, and a very kind donation from Mr. Bertland of some Porsche 935 parts as well.
That's where
That
that
many
was. I was
handbag.
looking for that.
I also managed to get another kit, which is the Revel 69 Ford Mustang in 125th.
Oh, that's very nice.
I like that as well, yeah.
It's poo.
And last but not least, I managed to get some decals for one of my Mercedes SLS AMG GT3s and some cable ties for various bits
But
and
the
pieces.
decals, the bands.
The decals,
Oh,
Cool.
okay.
yeah. And they're SK. They look pretty decent. There's like a crinkly effect on the silver, and apparently I was speaking to Dan Edmonds, which I think you saw, Paul, that is supposed to be like that according to
Yeah.
who's the guy.
The good decals, SK decals. They are nice.
Yeah.
Pay for the SLS, sorry, yeah?
Sorry?
Pay for the SLS.
Yeah. Dan asked the guy at SK, Paul, he did give me his name, I can't remember.
Frankie.
Frankie, yeah. So Frankie confirmed that's how they're supposed to look. Next up, we have Mr. Dan Croak. He went on to an actual hobby shop and got the AMT 125th Camaro 2017 and Fine Models 172nd F4 EJ Phantom.
You should get them in a model shop, innit?
Lovely.
Dan also had a UMP delivery of some finest original UMP Sanders made in the UK.
Oh, look at that.
Aquagloss and the GWH 172nd F15E Strike Eagle fell into the box by the looks of it.
Lovely.
Dan.
Okay, the Sanders are made in UK.
They are made in the UK and they're original, not knockoffs.
Nope.
Next up, we have Mr. Dave Hardy, who got some extra decals for his 148th Revel Hasegawa Phantom FGR2 kit. Did 2 days work experience with the old 43 Squadron Phantoms in 91 while at annual camp.
Fighting cocks.
Yeah. At Lucas, thank you, Al. We were stripping the retirement aircraft down to buy some new gate guards. Very nice.
To become, oh wow.
He also got himself, wanted to try some F1 kits. So he got a Tamiya McLaren MP45B in 120th from Fleabay. Very nice.
Sorry to interrupt, but I'm sure that kit is still for sale on eBay. Oh, no, never mind. Different flooring. Carry on, sorry.
Yeah. Just need to get some aftermarket decals for that, so it's got the proper markings on it. Yuval managed to get himself some Gravity 2 clay and some Mercedes Ice Blue. Very nice, Yuval.
Nice, you know.
Have fun with that. You'll enjoy it. Brandon Drescher's up next, who got himself some new kits and wheels he'd been after. So a Lancer Evo 7 from Fujimi and a Nissan Silvia from Fujimi as well in 124th. And then that looks like some Advan Racing 19-inch rims. Very nice, mate.
Which Silvia is that? Is that an S13 and the American spec, isn't it?
No, that's a PS13. That is.
Yes,
It's got the square lights in the front.
I can remember
Not got the pop-ups.
we talked about it the other day. I couldn't remember which one it is. Okay, that's it. That's the one that everyone wants, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He also got a few more Tamiya kits he didn't have and got some Skylines because he never have enough of them. So he's got himself a Mitsu GTO, Fair Lady, a GTR and an R34 GTR Z tune. Very nice indeed. I like.
Holy Jeeves H crackers.
Next up, we have Mr. Digsby James, who from round 2 NPC, he's got the 125th 1979 Pontiac Firebird, which you're building for a friend. Speaking of the build, does anyone know if there are any kits of 1/25th scale windsurf boards?
Sure, I've seen 24th in a Fujimi kit or something.
Yeah.
Oh, there are quite a few. I've seen on a Rebel kit as well. The Blue Bandit.
Where would you get those from, Roland?
Oh, I'm sure it's still available.
Yeah.
But,
But you have to
yeah.
buy a whole kit for that.
Yeah.
I guess the only other thing is see if you've got a mate that can 3D print some for you.
I was just about to say a friendly 3D printer.
Yeah.
I still have some in my spares box, so if you come to Cape Town, I'll give them to you.
There you go. Big speed. Nice one.
And you get a glass of wine.
Exactly.
Bunny red.
Next up, we have Aaron Timpson, who's got himself some UMP stuff. He got himself some setting solutions and some sanders, and of course, some Haribo. Very nice, mate. Next up, yeah. So this is the kit. I've got those decals for Ali.
Yeah.
Say SLS AMG GT3. Me. So that's one of the schemes I'm going to do. I haven't decided on the other yet. Very nice kit. So well done, mate. Only one for you. That's a bit.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Darren Stevens, who got himself a few things from UMP for his new workspace. So he's got some holders and some glue and some solutions. Very nice.
Glue holders, Batman.
Yep.
Wow.
Glue.
I'm assuming the washers fit in those as well, do they, Paul?
Yeah. They do.
Next up, we have Dave Allen. First off, he got a few Tamiya acrylics and Tamiya tape. Very nice. Second, don't tell the wife, but he got a Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 6 from Tamiya in 1/24th.
Oh, I've already told her.
Nice.
Told her.
Too late.
Gutted.
And number 3, definitely don't tell the wife. He got himself a Hasegawa Lamborghini Moreira.
Oh, love that car.
I like that car.
Did you miss one out there? Did you already do that one?
What?
The paint?
Is that white tape any good, Paul?
No.
I did paint.
It lifts back up. It literally lifts itself back up off the surface.
Ah.
The only Tamiya product I've ever used, I've been disappointed with.
Next, we have Mr. John Stone, who had to have this. The Meng 135th Israeli heavy armored personnel carrier. Very nice. And the better half wanted this, the Verstatkraftwagen Type 0330 in 135th from Mini Up. Very nice indeed.
That looks pretty cool, huh?
It's quite good fun.
Very nice. Werkstattkraftwagen.
What does that mean, Roland?
It means the workshop car, or workshop lorry.
Next up, we have Chris Varil, who finally found this guy at a normal price. The Bandai 112 Boba Fett, been out of stock or priced at over $100 for the last year or so. Very nice indeed.
Cool.
I like that. I'll have to get one of those at some point. Next up, we have Mr. Steve Corbett, who got himself a Revel 124th GT Le Mans from 2017.
That's very sweet.
Very nice, Steve.
Meh.
Needs more garlic.
Sheep's out.
Next up, we have Mr. Paul D'Souza, who got himself a Tamiya Grumman F14A Tomcat. And I couldn't see the scale on that, so can somebody...
48.
48, thank you.
Hang on.
No.
No, it's a 32nd one, isn't it?
No.
No, I think it's the 1/100th. That's something daft like that.
Nah, it's not the 1/100th.
It's not the big one.
Must be a 48 one then.
Hold on.
Hang on, did they make a 48 one?
Jim's Tinternex just died, just to let you know.
Is it?
Yeah.
Still there?
Whilst Norm's looking that one up.
That's all.
Next up, we have Scale Motor, aka Luke Ward. who got him something he left out last time. He got this bad boy from Paul with the KA Models detail set and Hobby Design window mask, the Ferrari 288 GTO enthusiast model from Fujimi. Very nice indeedy.
There it is. 32nd
got
scale
a-
one.
Told you.
Is it?
Was it Norm?
32nd scale 1994 come out.
Lovely. Thank you.
Really?
There's a couple of boxings of it, Al.
Okay.
Next up, Luke again. This is a detail set for the Tamiya Ducati 888 Superbike Eraser from GB Models, along with some various decals for handlebars and batteries on 112 bikes. Very nice indeed, mate.
Hmm.
He also picked up this Aoshima Savannah RX-7 with some brushes and some glue when he popped to the local hobby shop. Very nice. And he also got him pretty much stole this from the amazing Mr. Tynan Spuds, to be precise, in return for painting some things, printing some things even, and he got the fork set too. You'll never guess from where. Very nice, mate.
Can't wait to build that one.
That looks good, yeah. He also got himself a lovely bendy A2 cutting mat and some specialized part mounting devices, aka cocktail sticks. Very nice. Did you manage to straighten it, Luke?
So I spray glued it to the bench, and it's still kinked up at the back.
Ooh.
Hair dryer, mate.
I don't mind a kinky back.
I tried ironing it.
Yeah.
Make it worse, huh?
Too much heat.
Yeah, make it worse.
I put a towel over it first and turned the iron down, but yeah, no, knackered.
Oh well.
Use
He
that
also
spray
got
stuff.
a little UMP restock of some excellent UK made products available from umpretail.com. No exclamation mark if you're typing that into your browser as we speak. And that's it for Mr. Ward this week. Nice
Have
haul.
you had a look through that kit, Luke?
Yeah, it
Good on
is good.
Yeah.
Mm.
But that's what the 16 scale are like, but bigger.
Oh,
Really good.
I have to spend some money, and I.
Oh, yeah.
Next up, we have Mr. Glenn Snyder. He's been on the road for the past 3 months, but it didn't stop him from ordering stuff. It was like Christmas in way when he got home this past weekend. First up, he got himself a 125th MPC Pontiac GTO Super Stocker, a 125th MPC Rat Trap Vega, a 125th Revel BRE Datsun 240Z, and a 125th Pro Modeler by Revel 69 Dodge Charger Daytona.
I like that Charger. That's cool.
I like that Datsun, to be fair.
That Charger's really cool.
Yeah, quite like that. I like the Datsun as well, personally, and the Pontiac, but there we go. He also got himself 124th Hasegawa STP Toyota 87C, Hasegawa 88C IMSA GTP, a 125th Salvinus AJ Foyt Racing, Chevy Monte Carlo, 125th Salvino's 71 generic Dodge Charger. He's going to keep an eye out for the decal releases for that one. That's
Cool.
nice.
Very nice.
Yeah, I like those Toyotas. He also got himself a 124th Hazy Toyota Celica 16,000 GT, Macau Guia race winner, 124th Hasegawa Brun Porsche 962C, a 120th Tamiya Fiat 131 in Bath, and the 124th Nissan Skyline 2000 GTR. Street custom with Studio 27 trans kit to build it as the racing version. Very nice indeed.
Nissan builds up very nicely. I built that one before. Very sweet kit.
He also got himself a new Badger 150 for 2K clear coats, Grex XG 15, along with 3mm nozzle kit and Grex airbrush holder. Very nice.
Busy boy, Glenn, hasn't he?
Yeah, well, it's 3 months worth.
Hopefully, use edge crackers.
You got a load of paints, primers, thinners, and awesome Tamiya, Mr. Colour, Display, Splash, Testers, Alclad MIG, and Abtlung. Very nice.
Mr. Serves a pink primer.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He also got himself a whole bunch of detailed parts from Top Studios, MFH.
This is getting a bit showy offy now.
Blah blah blah. Hey,
I'm joking, by the way. It's a private joke, Nuzzler. That's a hell of a haul.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
nice one, mate.
Wow.
Whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah. Holy.
You've got another haul of tools and supplies from Display,
What the
Tamiya,
lottery?
etc. Very nice. Some cool stuff there, like the Display.
It'll be all right for a while.
Yeah.
And that's it this week from Mr. Snyder.
Oh, that's all.
Nice one, mate. Well, it was 3 months worth, as he said, so to be fair.
That's fair play, isn't it?
Yep. Next up, we have Mr. Darryl E. Masters, who got some thinners, Tamiya tweezers, and a new light by Lumi. And there's the new light. Very nice indeed, mate.
You got a picture of it on?
Oh, dear.
What are you laughing at?
Next up, we have Lee Edmonds, who got this. It arrived today in a care package from Hanance. Is the Eastern Express 144th Corvair 880 and BAC 111. They are expensive kits for what they are, and Eastern Express kits are very hit and miss in quality. These are very good quality, so nice that I have started on my Convair by the time you see this. Very nice.
Look at their resin. Tim, are they resin? Is that a don't care or don't know?
I would think so.
I would. Well, no. Eastern Express are always plastic.
Really?
Limited run injection, aren't they?
Ah, okay.
Yeah, they always usually are plastic, but I've not seen that boxing before.
Oh, okay.
But as far as I know, they're plastic.
Cheers.
Next up, we have Shane Wright, who's stocking up for some upcoming projects. He's got himself a whole bunch of SMS paints. Very nice, mate. He also got himself, hang on, sorry, a radio set for the M80V. That looks pretty cool.
Yeah, nice.
I
built one of them, didn't we, Tim?
Well, sorry.
Coach radio set.
Mm-hmm.
He got a PE bender from Alexan Model. That's
Think
cool.
about it. Well,
And he got himself a clutch and front fork set for the Tamiya RC166. Very nice. Nice one, Shane. Next up, we have Mr. Douglas Weir. It's been a while since he posted in this thread, so here are a few things that are piled up. First up is this lot from the greatest folks at umpretail.com. Tamiya's 148th P38 Lightning and two 172nd Great War Hobby Tomcats. Very nice.
Did you have one of those lightnings, Paul?
don't remember.
How about that?
I think Tim had it. Has Tim still got it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll have it.
Actually, Al had it, then I took it off Al.
Yeah.
Oh.
I remember. No, you.
Next, we have these two, again from the great folks at UMP, Tamiya's 124th GR Supra and the 112th Yami R1.
Cool.
That Supra goes together very well indeed.
Oh, yes.
He also got these two Meng's 148th FA18E Super Bug and Kitty Hawk's 135th Seahawk. Very nice. He also saw this and thought it looked good. Zvezda's 135th Typhoon K for something different. Very nice indeed. He got some car kits. Tamiya's 124th Ford GT, Revel's 124th Jaguar E-Type, 124th 71 Plymouth GTX, and a 125th Chevy Chevelle SS. Very nice. I like that Plymouth. And he got himself a whole bunch of paint from Gravity Spain, lots of colours and some 2K. Very nice indeed. He always wanted a Lego Y-Wing, and this new release is a sensible price.
Cool.
It's nice.
I've seen that before.
Pretty cool. And another package of supplies from UMP Retail. Nice one, mate. Next up, we have Mr. Chris Pilling. Evening all. Little UMP delivery yesterday. Tamiya 124 Toyota Celica GT4. Tamiya LP44 metallic orange and UMP white primer. Very nice. You also got a little delivery from Japan. Hasegawa 124th Lancia Delta CR15 and a Tamiya 112 Ducati 916. He's never done a bike kit, so he's looking forward to this one. And it's not a bag of sweets, but a free little eraser. Have a good bank holiday. You too, mate. Oh, yeah. Nice one, Chris. Next up, we have Andre Armfield, who received the 124th Aoshima Huracan, which will be painted with Mr. Colour Metallic Purple for his daughter. Very nice.
Lovely.
Nice kit. Nice car. Nice colour, actually. Next up, we have our very own Norm. A couple of big ones this time around. First off, we have the 1/16th scale Classy Hobby M5A1 Stuart in 16th scale. It's a beast of a kit. Very nice.
Box full of plastic, that is.
Yeah, looks decent though. Looks a nice subject.
Going to be a bodybuilder with Sam, that one.
Yep.
Hopefully, yes.
Next, we have the new tool 1/32nd scale ICM AH1G Cobra. Couldn't ignore this kit when it was announced. That's nice.
No, I'd buy it.
I like that.
At a decent scale as well. None of this armor.
I would have thought 35th would have been a better scale to match.
No, I disagree.
It's going to be quite big though, isn't it, I guess?
Oh, yeah.
And also to complement that, it came with the ICM AH1G Cobra paint set. Very nice, mate. That's it for Mr. Norm this week. Next up, we have Ben, who got a couple of kits this week. The Kobe Tog 2 from the Tank Museum. Very nice.
I love a Tog.
He was building that the other night. He wasn't impressed.
He's finished it, mate. He finished it last night.
Did he? All right. He kept on getting it wrong. Anyway.
He also got Hobby Boss 135th Puma IFE for the German armor collection. Very nice. He got a Tamiya 135th French Campaign Panzer II for the German armor collection as well. That's very nice, mate. I like that. Next up, he got the put my teeth back in, the Meng 135th FV510 Warrior as it's being retired. You're failing there, Ben. What collection's that for, mate? Come on, you're slipping.
British, a rough guess.
He next got the 148th ICM Luftwaffe Airfield. A very good price for what you get in the kit. So I'm assuming some figures and some diorama bits. Looks pretty cool. Next up, we have Mr. Bap Athwell. Good evening, everyone. Got this Revel 1/16th Porsche 356 Cabriolet. Very nice.
Nice.
And he got himself a 144th Space Shuttle Atlantis. Very nice indeed.
Oh, cool.
I like that. Next up, we have, what's his name, Tim?
Ruta.
Evening all, new in Tamiya 148 V1 and Red Zebra Barracuda camo netting in 1/35 scale. Happy modelling. There you go, there's his netting. And he's also printed a nameplate for the new project, the Herman the German Sherman, M4748A Sherman. Very nice. Nice one, Walter. Next up, we have Mr. Charles Stanhope, who got himself a new Tamiya 132nd F4U Corsair, a 148th F18E Super Hornet, and the 148th GWH MiG-29. Looking forward to building these, particularly F18, as the Revel 132nd was so bad. Hopefully Meng have done a better job.
Revel one look like a toy.
I'm assuming the Meng one will be better.
And what? Sorry, Robert missed the F18.
Yeah.
Seems to be good, isn't it, the Meng?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Revel ones look like a toy.
Really?
Terrible.
Next one. Oh, Mr. Bretland has got himself a Tamiya F51D Mustang in 130. What was it? 32nd, Paul? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember buying that.
I don't think you should have said anything about buying that. You're crazy.
Bought in the aftermarket sale books.
Very nice indeed, mate.
Yeah. And before 4 billion people say it's going to be a video build, if you know me well enough, you'll know what I said at the beginning of the year. So
I think you should have shown that. You're going to get pestered like that on him.
No, I can't. I did turn on live 3 days a week, mate. I won't be able to work on it on certain days. It'd be an absolute nightmare to try and hide.
Yeah.
So just
Sorry, mate. Next up, we have Steve Partridge. You've got a lovely delivery from the UK Premier Model Shop. That is eump@retail.com. An Aoshima NGB rally car in 1/24. That's quite cool, actually. A Belkit's MG Metro R64 and a Belkit's Peugeot 207 S2000, both in 1/24th or 1/24th. Nice one. Next up we have, and I think this is the last one, our very own Mr. Roland Ewart, who got himself a mod Ford race team from AMT. It's 3-in-1 pickup racer and trailer from 1974. It looks to something, but looking forward to making it. The best of it. Thanks for looking. Nice one, Roland.
Looks super cool, that does.
I like
Yeah, very different.
Yeah, that's cool. And I think, folks, that's it for this week.
Nice one, Si.
Yeah, we're done.
John, mate. Some nice purchases there. Eh? Everyone's been
Yep.
Very nice.
everyone's been rather busy there buying stuff.
Mhm. I bought stuff, but I'm not allowed to put it in there
Why not?
because it's not modelling stuff.
Okay. Fair enough.
There you go.
I get told off.
Oh, Jim's back. Hello, Jim.
Oh, was you awake?
That was interesting.
There you go.
Internet decided to go poof. I don't think it's the internet though. It might be my battery backup upstairs. So
Oh, Simon, you'll have to go back through it again for Jim.
Yeah.
yeah, what's everybody been buying?
Anyway, when you see Alan post, start picking out, can we have the name of your favourite buy of the week and the winner? No, I'm joking. Simon, can you just quickly recap all the purchases?
Yeah.
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 That's a summary.
Paints, kits, and tools.
Please.
Have we got any chat to catch up on? Where's my cursor?
Lots there.
Is there?
Yeah.
Question is in the chat from
It's got
Brian.
your name all over that, Alan.
Which one? The question one?
No, the whole chat.
The whole chat. we got. Hang on, let me. Okay, when we get to where.
There's a question in the chat from Brian, and I've put it in our questions for the week.
Did you do a red to ear norm before?
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. What was doing, mate?
It's
Trying to
on my
find it,
screen
trying to
now.
find it. Okay. No.
Luke,
Yes.
I put a video in our chat. It's only you that'll get it. Just watch that. It's quite funny.
Should I mute?
Probably, yeah. Just because it'll make
Yeah.
a bit of noise.
Have you got
Okay.
have you got the gloves for that then, Luke? No,
Gloves for what?
being a mute.
I think it was a joke about being a mime.
Oh.
Yeah, you mean a mime.
Same thing.
So we've got Darryl Masters is there saying evening all. Richard Lamb's there saying evening guys. Mike thinks Tim's a legend for some unknown reason.
You're quite right.
We've done that one. Willie Max there saying good evening lads. Hope you're all well. I think we've done all these, haven't we?
Nope.
MP4 photographer is about to have his fourth hernia surgery. That is. Yeah, we've done these. I'm sure we've read all these before.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that one.
You have to leave him in the gas to die. You'd be all right.
Exactly. Yeah.
A video game, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, gaming while we're live. Oh,
No, a video game.
The owl. Who was the owl? That was Chris. Was it Chris? We decided it was Chris. The owl.
Yep.
the name
Oh,
of
but
the-
Years ago, I had a problem with a
Owl,
specific
Chris.
colour.
Who?
In MiG 21. The owl.
Who?
Yeah.
Who?
Ooh.
What?
Yeah. I don't know. I fell for that one. Yeah. So a few years ago, I had a problem with a specific colour for the MiG 21 random, which was FSXXX. I don't remember the exact colour, but it was an olive green. But there was a difference between the brands that I have. How do I know which one is the real one?
Ask you to stand up.
Oh.
good idea.
Slow banana, that one. People wake up at 4 in the
Yeah, I
morning.
know.
Oh, yeah, I get that now.
2 o'clock.
Slim Shady.
Well, from what I understand about colours, I mean, it was whatever paint they had to hand anyway. Is it the same with planes and stuff as well?
Shut up, bloody thing.
Yeah, it depends. They differed quite a bit as well, didn't they?
It depends how old it is and everything. You know, I suppose the colour would weather with time and stuff as well. So I don't know.
Yeah, you just in it.
Got Nick Lindsay there saying good evening, everyone. Trust all are well.
Mm.
Hey, Nick.
Yeah, Gary's there saying, because somebody asked about surfboards before, weren't they? Fuji do a 124th car accessory pack that contains surfboards. Set #902. There we go. Thank you, Gary.
Gary.
Festa's there saying hi, international scale modelers and the crew.
Yeah.
Hey, Colin.
Hey, Colin.
Everybody's saying hi to Colin and other people. Naked modelers there, that's Tony, isn't it? Good evening, everyone. All talking against themselves again. David Yeo saying he loves the display tools. They are good tools, the display stuff, in all fairness. Saying hello to Sam.
Hi, Sam.
Hey, Sam.
Andy Callis is there saying hi, gang, late again. Hope you're all well. Not bad, thank you, Andy. Yourself?
I'll be okay, Andy.
I got Robert Cooks there saying even all I've been on for a while now as I contracted the dreaded C back in January, February. Made me quite ill, had to go into hospital for a while, but starting to feel better now. Nice to be back at the table. Good to hear, Robert.
Good to see you back, Robert.
Yeah.
Nice one, Robert.
Right, and here's one, Paul. Here's a good one. Dwight at North Star says, question for the group. What is the best Tamiya model car kit for quality? Have you got that one in your section, Al?
No, but I will do.
He hasn't written it down. Al, will you write them down, please?
I'm copying and pasting, but I'm on.
We'll leave that one for the questions, and we'll answer that one in a little while.
Yeah.
Well, what we think it is anyway.
I'll think about it.
I know what my answer is going to be.
And it can't be cars.
No, what he's asking for car kit.
Yeah, specifically asked for model car
Car
kits.
kit. Car kit.
We'll go the opposite way.
We got Brian's asking how much of a difference is between the rapid thinner compared to the leveling thinner.
Yeah, I've got that one as well.
You got that one as well? Okay, what's another one? John Bagshaw saying any of the recent car models are very good. Yeah, a lot of them are good, but we'll answer the question a bit later.
Bad.
Does it make? Yeah, we'll answer that question later, and we'll answer that one later. Gary's asking Norman, is the Cobra worth getting? Heard good and bad on various forums so far.
I've already answered, but considering it's a new tooling, the only offering is a Revell's old one. Moldings are good, detail looks excellent and everything. Yeah, I would say yes, based on it being a brand new tool. And it's only 1G you're probably going to get with, you know, it'll probably turn out decent.
Yeah, Michael's agreeing with saying he thinks it'd be better than the Revel kit. Dan Croaks, did you think it was a Ford Mustang ? I don't know what that one's in reference to. Okay, and Joe's Bagshaw saying that the decals in the Bell Kits Peugeot 207 are a nightmare.
Bell Kits decals are a nightmare, full stop.
Yeah, I was going to say that. That's what I hear. I've not actually had the pleasure of using them yet. So, Jiff says, saying good evening all the crew. Hello viewers. A long weekend mode, so even hello to Norm.
Oh, Kev.
Hey, Kev.
Hey, Kev.
Love you.
No. Come on.
And Michael Mitchell saying a mime is a terrible thing to waste.
They got that wrong, buddy. It's mind. It's a mind, not mime.
Mime. Yeah. I'm lost.
How to ruin somebody's joke in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Claire is saying she's got 33 Jaffa cakes this week.
Wow. Oh, hey, Claire let us down last night.
She did.
Yeah. She
What
brought a
happened
packet.
we shunned Ben, didn't we?
Yeah, she left 2 in the packet. Didn't eat them.
Oh,
Terrible
no,
behaviour.
that's not good.
No. And she had 11 in the packet, not 9. I was disgusted.
And Chris there, the owl, is saying, I'm assuming it's Chris. If it's not Chris, put us right, please.
Yeah, call your wrong name all night.
Yeah. It says tone
Differences.
difference in the different paints. Sorry, my English. Yeah, again, it's one for the plain guys. I don't know if Al or
I think that's that radome question.
okay. Steve Walter is on about Walter the M1132 Striker engineering squad vehicle. Don't know what that's about. Yeah, just Jaffa be hanging around Claire's house after the Jaffa cakes. Yeah, I suppose. Timson72 saying, well, chuffed with the UMP decal solution. It is very good stuff.
Who's
Very
that?
good stuff indeed.
Absolutely.
Who's that?
Timson72.
Ah, good. Good stuff.
And Jeff saying, Norm put Benedetto in the book.
As well.
And
Yeah,
Jaffa cakes. Did someone say?
Yeah,
Jaffa
because you not like Jaffa cakes, apparently.
cakes? And we caught up, we went to there.
What kind of a weirdo doesn't like Jaffa cakes?
That's what he was saying. He thought he could redeem himself by saying that he liked what was it?
Some yeah.
Was this Ben last night?
Weirdo.
Sort of rolls, wasn't it? Yeah, but let us down.
No, very, very strange people, aren't they? Very strange.
He's got a tube of Jaffa cakes he's had since Christmas and he's not ate them yet. The other meter long ones.
That's a single sitting serving, huh?
That's a
Right then, are you ready, Luke?
I was born ready, Paul.
Excellent.
Oh.
That's what I like to hear.
Hold on.
No
There's a
pressure.
minute.
There's the camera on you. Look, I can stick it on Norm as well.
I watched that last week and it doesn't work, mate. It just stays in the one person.
We'll try it again.
Okay, hold on.
We'll try it again. You never know.
Hold on. I need to change my camera. Doo-doo.
Let's see what it does. Ah,
Well, it's working for me so far, but what's it going to do on the feed?
yeah. Well, what's it? No, I'll put it onto Who Speaks. We'll do it that way.
I think it's on YouTube. It doesn't
Oh,
work.
he's sticking his legs out. Look at that.
Oh,
Last time we seen legs like that, thing hanging out of a nest.
oh my God.
Can't get him higher than that.
No, it doesn't work. So we'll remove all the spotlights and we'll go to speaker view. So that should work. Norm, say something.
Mary had a little lamb.
You also had a cat, and Tom Cooper came along and killed it, just like that.
Mary had a bicycle.
Anyway, over to you, Norm, and over to you, Luke. We can spare everyone from Norman's terrible joke about a saddlebag.
Hey, Luke.
Hello.
Are you nice and relaxed, bud?
Yeah, the legs up.
Oh, well, you know, getting a sweat on you. Since you're relatively new to the modern game, what got you interested in starting in models?
So it was the beginning of the dreaded C word, and everyone got chucked into a lockdown, and I was looking for a new hobby, and I was on YouTube just watching people building things. And I was going to get a forge, I was going to get an anvil, I was going to start building knives, but then I realized I wasn't loaded. And then in my recommended videos, it was actually a video of somebody you might know building an RC211V, and that was Paul. So I watched that series, and then I thought, yeah, I'm going to give that a go. And that was the beginning of the lockdown, so it would have been March last year, sometime February, March, and then that's where all my money has gone since.
Did you previously, as a youngster, do models, or was it just since C word?
Well, when I was like 9, I'd done like 5 or 6 car models, like the tiny Airfix Subaru with a bit of enamel paint, and licked the decals to make them stick. Yeah,
we've done it. Yeah.
None of them survived, but yeah, apart from that, no, up until last year.
Now I know you own a motorbike. Is that the reason why you got into motorbike building rather than aircraft or ships, anything else?
Yeah, well, after I watched Paul's videos, I watched a couple of others, and somebody built the YZF R1M, the newer Yamaha, and I knew that they'd done a 20th anniversary paint scheme in the actual bike, so I thought I'd build that because my bike is that paint scheme, it's the original, and I thought I'd build that and look for the decal set, and I found it and built that, and that was the first one.
Did you sort of dive straight in, or did you examine the plastic and read the instructions, or was it just rip the box open and here we go?
Pretty much. I didn't have anything at the time. I had a desk. I didn't have a cutting mat. I remember after I bought the kit, the only place around that was open I could go to was the range. So I went down to the range and got a cutting mat, and it came with a box of terrible blades and some horrible files, which are the worst files I've ever seen in my life. Just some terrible bits of kit, and I went online, got some paint, and I couldn't afford an airbrush at the time, so I bought a can of propellant and a Humbrol plastic airbrush, and that's how I painted my first model in enamel mainly, and I started off in enamel and then read more as I was going along, and then I found the zero paints and Tamiya LPs, and then the rest of the kit was built with that. And I did dive straight in because as I was just like researching parts and stuff, I found out that you could get aftermarket detail sets. So the first kit I built was along with Top Studio detail set, which was a very steep learning curve.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did you make many mistakes in it, or were you not really bothered at all?
I wasn't too bothered. I knew it wasn't going to turn out perfect, but I did try my best, and it came out all right. But it's on the shelf now, and I had it out the other day because my latest bike that I built is the same color scheme. It's the 98R one, and I had them next to each other for some photos, and I seen so many little bits and bobs which I wouldn't have noticed back then, but now I notice them because I know what I'm looking for. Well, I say I know what I'm looking for. I know more of what I'm looking for, and yeah, I'm going to rebuild it at some point.
And did you find your very first build frustrating, or something that you may have thought maybe I've got in too deep here?
Not really. There were a couple of things that didn't go to plan. Like the engine, the paint on the engine just turned out terrible. And when I had to mask off the engine, I was pulling paint off because, like, even though I'd watched a lot of videos, I was very, very eager, and I was just rushing ahead of myself. But even though I did mess a couple of things up, I was just like, well, it's not going to turn out perfect. It's my first one. And I went back during the build and fixed as much as I could, but other bits and other like little bits, I just thought, yeah, I'm gonna leave that, and I'll get better, hopefully.
Good attitude, mate. So you've done your first kit, you've got it done, you've had a look, and you're impressed. Was your intention to buy more kits, and then look at mainly at going for tools in order to, because what you basically bought was tatty tools, as we call them, the cheapest.
Yeah.
Did you look at maybe improving it by getting more tools, or did you start with buying more kits rather than your tool wise?
I did start buying more tools, and like I started building up paints, and I still don't have that many, but I started getting paints, which I thought I'd use in my next build. I didn't like branch out. I didn't get by that I mean like I didn't get like panel liners. I didn't get like metal buffing powder. I just got like what I'd need: paint and decal setting solution. And the reason I got the decal setting solution was because for the second build, I opted for Tom's Supra, which is very, very decal heavy. And at that point, I hadn't done many decals because there was only like 8 on the R1. And I thought, well, I'm gonna dive in at the deep end again, and I done an awful job. It turned out a lot worse than the bike. I didn't set the decals properly, and like the panel liner, which I did eventually buy, just bled underneath, and yeah, it was crap. And that's why I'm building this garage now to put it in to hide it. But yeah, after that, then I started focusing more on tools rather than, because I've always liked to buy tools, like for anything. But yeah, after that, I started focusing more on buying tools, and I got an airbrush, a proper airbrush. I say a proper one. It was a cheap one from Amazon with an electric compressor, which I've still got. It does the job. But yeah, I think now I've got the most kits I've ever had, and it's only like 9. So yeah.
That'll sharp increase. I'm telling you now. That'll, before you know it, you'll be looking.
Gone up recently. Yeah.
I know your partner. Is your partner very supportive of your hobby?
Yeah, she's brilliant with it. Like when I first started it, I used to say, "Oh, can I watch my nerd videos?" when I wanted to check something on YouTube, and like I'd be a bit at first, but she was fine with it. She enjoys watching them now, and every time like I do something, if I've been in here for the day, she's always coming in and trying to see what I've been doing, and so yeah, she's really, really supportive. which is good. And it like it's not been a problem because like I haven't got like a modeling room. This is like the spare bedroom, and it's the hobby room because she does a lot of hobby stuff as well. Like she makes a lot of stickers and she does digital drawing, and we just do it all in here. So it's pretty cool. Yeah.
Nice. How do you what does modeling make you feel like? Does it relax you? Does it frustrate? Well, it's got to frustrate you. Almost do.
It's frustrating. Yeah, especially when I'm throwing models about. But it is really relaxing, and it did help. Like when we got chucked into lockdown and stuff. The main reason I was looking for another hobby was for a distraction because everything was just mad, and it still is pretty mad, and it has helped me a lot. It's kept me busy, and the times when it does frustrate me, I like sit back for 5 minutes, or I'll sit and hang out with you guys and just chat while eating McDonald's or something, and yeah, after about half hour or so, I'm ready to jump back in because I just remember that even though it is frustrating, it's only briefly frustrating, and it's helped me a lot. So yeah, big time of work and everything, but this definitely got me through. Like,
now I've noticed your painting is very, very good. Have you got any previous experience in artistry or anything like that? Because some of your engine detail it's like wow.
I well, with airbrushing and stuff, no. But previously, I was doing an apprenticeship in a tattoo studio. I used to love drawing. I've drawn for years. I've always drawn. So, like, mixing colors and color combinations and stuff is not new to me. But the hard part was because I mainly use pencils, like colored pencils, all my life, and the hardest part was transferring all that kind of knowledge to a different medium. So like painting wise, nothing really, but art, I've always had kind of like a creative outlet, shall we say.
Now, are you, well, you just said you look at videos and all that. Are you a person that likes to take advice?
Yeah,
because some people, when they get advice, they call it criticism. Some people don't like to be told, what to do. Are you the sort of person that goes searching for it, to look for the answers, to, improve?
Yeah, I mean, like every time I upload photos to like ISM or any other Facebook groups, I welcome feedback and advice, especially since my first model, because when I shared photos on the forum originally, every time I'd ask for feedback, or if anybody spots anything that I've done wrong or I could do better, just let me know, because obviously I just want to improve. I want to get better, and it's the same with any video that I put out on YouTube. I'll always ask for like any feedback, and I'll take as much as I can on board and do what I can to just improve my skill set.
Kit wise, if you get a kit and there's a problem with it or something's not right, are you the sort of person to correct that, or go with the flow and say, it looks like that, I'm happy with it?
I like to make a lot of work for myself, so like I got the Bell kits, Fiesta, WRC Fiesta, and I was looking through the kit, and there were a couple of things which I thought could be better. So I designed them and on Fusion 360 and 3D printed them. But when I seen somebody post on ISM that kit, the suspension is the wrong way round. So there's a part on it that's the wrong way, and I'm gonna the second I saw that, I thought to myself, well, I'm gonna cut that off and turn it round and fix that. Even if people aren't going to see it behind the wheels, I'll know and it'll annoy me.
Well, since you're over, the Hangouts, how do you feel about, well, the group? And you learn a great deal from, well, the group.
I do, yeah, 100%. And I'm always like asking questions and stuff in the Hangout, because the great thing about it, which I thought was, like, I was relatively new to all of this, and I jumped in to people with, you know, years and years of experience, and it was super duper helpful because I know if I ask a question in there, somebody's going to have an answer, and like if there's something, if I'm in the middle of a build or something at the time, and I'm like, what do I do here? I know if I'm in a Hangout, I can just ask, and somebody will have an answer. So, and everyone was super duper welcoming, and for the first 3 Hangouts, and then
Good, Daniel.
then you're fair game. But no, everyone, like every day, like if I was to come in to the Hangout, even after like knowing, even after knowing the guys for a little while, if I was to jump in and say I'm having a bad day, like they're all supportive about that as well. So it's definitely helped, and it is definitely a good group of guys for the most part.
That money was well spent, wasn't it? Check out Claire next week.
Thank you.
Now, you've got your own channel on YouTube. What influenced you to do that?
So at first, I set up an Instagram, and the reason for that was so I could like document everything. I just wanted to kind of have a place where I could see like my progress, and I know I could just take photos and save them to an album, but at the time it was like, well, it's another way I can get feedback and constructive criticism, I suppose, and it'll help me improve. And like go watching YouTube videos and scrolling through Instagram is super duper inspiring to me because I see like this amazing builds and I'm just like, well, I want to do that. And at first with the Instagram, that was like, documenting everything, and then I was watching like videos from Paul and various other people on YouTube, and at first I thought that would be pretty cool, a way to kind of document stuff again, like, but this time I can actually see what I'm doing. And like even now that I look back at the first video I posted, which wasn't long ago, it was just before Christmas, I think, and like it hasn't been long, but I'd be watching it and I'd be like, oh, well, I wouldn't do that now. And it's really interesting to like watch how I've progressed, even if it's not that much. It's still a bit in it. And I mean, I kind of thought that if there were other people in the same like position as me, they were looking for a new hobby, they could watch and see that like it's not, I don't want to say it's not that hard because it's not super easy, and I'm not saying that I do excellent builds, but I think they pass the 3-foot test anyway. They look good from 3 foot away, and if that's all people are wanting to build, and they're like, oh, but I've seen other people online and they're absolutely excellent and they're amazing, I thought it'd be nice for people to see all right models and kind of maybe push them into the hobby. You know what I mean? I just want to kind of share it. So yeah, it's because at first when I bought my first model, I knew I was going to build a model, but I didn't think I was going to share it. I didn't think I was going to join a forum. It was just going to be for me, and I was just going to have it on my shelf. And then when I got more and more into it, and I saw more people sharing, and I saw, more people posting on the forum and Facebook, and more people, like, at first I didn't know there were so many people on YouTube building models, because like Paul was the first one I saw. So like after I saw that inspired me as well, and I like the feeling of seeing just how many people are doing it, and like there's a wide variety of skill sets, and I just thought it'd be really cool to add to that. So that's what kind of made me want to do the YouTube channel originally.
So you basically use it as a video library, logging your progress as you go up, as you improve, as you learn.
Yeah,
like that. That's a great idea, mate. Now you've added a new string to your collection. Oh, you're now starting to do resin printing.
I am indeed, yeah.
And how do you feel? Is that a progression within the modelling world, or is that something that you just use for the benefit? You think it's a late, because modeling's all gone through a lot of stages over the years. You think this is now the new thing to bring in and improve modelling?
I definitely think it is something that can help if you want to do as much detail as you can in a build. I definitely think it can help. Like I had an FDM printer about 3 years ago. I used it like 6 times, and now it's in the garage. So when I was I've wanted a resin printer pretty much since then, and what now that I've started modeling and I've seen like there's people selling like engines and just little bits and bobs printed from resin, I thought, well, I've wanted a resin printer and I would buy those kind of things. So why don't I just get a resin printer and print them for myself? Because then I've got both the resin printer and I've got the bits which I was going to buy. You know what I mean? So yeah, and most of the stuff I've printed so far has been to do with the models I'm building. Like the last one, I printed loads of kind of tiny little bits and bobs, just which most people probably wouldn't even notice, but it's just that little thing which when I look at it, I'm like, yeah, that needs to change, so I'll just print it. You know what I mean?
So you're printing your own detailed set to enhance what you actually produce.
Yeah.
Right. I've come along. I've got a blank check. There you go. What sort of kit do you want? What scale? And what would it be?
Well, I have yet to build a Rossi bike, just because I timed it wrong getting into the hobby. Like when I first thought I'm going to build a Rossi bike, I went looking and they were all like super duper expensive, for me anyway. So yeah, I've just got my first Rossi bike from Mike, but there's one, the RC211V, the 06, the hippie bike, that is top of my list. And when I see one, when I have money in the bank, it's getting bought regardless of how much it is, because that's at the top of my list. And I would throw myself in at the deep end again and get like all the detail parts I could find, just because I can. Because it's one of those, to me anyway, it's one of those kits that I think I'm only going to build once, because I couldn't justify spending like £120 on a kit twice. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it more than likely be a motorbike kit, and a hard to find motorbike kit would be the first thing I'd buy.
If you went to a manufacturer and you had the unlimited funds for them to build one for you, to make one, what scale would it be?
I like the 112. I've never done anything other than 112 and 124. So like I wouldn't know the trials and tribulations, or I wouldn't know if I would enjoy maybe a 1/6 scale bike, but I think I would. So if I could get a Rossi bike, or even like one of the latest Yamahas, if I could pay them to pay the licenses and everything in 1/6 scale, a MotoGP bike, I definitely would. Either that or a MotoGP Suzuki in 1/6, because I do like a Suzuki.
Yeah, probably build predominantly Tamiya kits. Do you have any other sort of manufacturer within your stash?
Yes, I do. So most of them I've built at Tamiya. I think all of them. No, I done a trumpeter car, and that's the only road car I've done. But yeah, in the kit, in the stash, I've got a couple of Revell. I've got a Monogram. There's a Fujimi over there, a trumpeter tank thing, and some bell kits, and an Aoshima now. Yeah, so I am branching out, and like the trumpeter was like a bit of a, it was a bit of a step back for me, like it did take me back a bit because I was expecting a Tamiya quality kit, and there were bits I had to cut out and shave and kind of. But at first, when I first started putting like the interior tub together, and it didn't go together perfectly or well, I thought, oh, this is not going to be a fun build. But I really enjoyed kind of cutting bits and making it fit. I found that part really, really cool.
Oh, you need to do a special hobby kit, mate. You really do. Are you mainly going to be looking to stay with doing motorbikes? Or are you looking mainly look at aircraft, maybe a helicopter, a spaceship, something like that in the future? Or are you just happy where you are at the moment?
So bikes and cars are going to be like my main focus. Mainly bikes because I'm a biker myself and I've always loved motorbikes. But I've started to enjoy cars and I've started to want to build more cars. And as I was saying to Paul, when he got that Mustang, the P51, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was explaining about like all the detail in the actual kit, and that kind of made me want to build one. And I've never ever thought I want to build a plane. But then when he's going through all the detail and he's saying it's got this, it's got that, it's got this, I'm like, that actually sounds really, really fun to me. So I think that's what kind of attracts me to it. And the same with tanks. I never thought I'd want to build a tank, but then recently I've been doing like a bit of weathering, and I've really enjoyed the weathering, and I know you can do a lot of that on the tanks. So that's why I bought it. It's not a tank. It's
Transport, isn't it?
I got an SDKFZ9, whatever that is, half track thing. I bought that from Sam just so I can, try out some weathering stuff. And yeah, I've looked through the box and you get so much more. There's chains in there, there's rubber, there's loads of cool stuff in there. So I'm looking forward to building that as well. Yeah.
Have you ever made any lucky mistakes yet?
Lucky mistakes?
Yeah.
Not that I can think of. I'm just looking around at like models I've built just to try and think. No, only very, very unlucky mistakes.
And where do you see yourself in 10 years' time? Do you see yourself modeling or?
Oh, yeah.
Here's a question. Would you like to enter competitions? Would you like to go to a model? Ever been to a model show?
Never been to a model show. No, I was hopefully going to go if Telford goes ahead this year. I definitely go. As far as competitions and stuff go, I mean, I'm not too bothered about entering a competition. I'm not trying to win awards or anything. I'm like I said, I'm just building because I enjoy it and it has helped me. So, I mean, I may be persuaded to go into a competition, but I wouldn't like, build something thinking I'm going to enter this into a competition. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What about magazine? Would you do for a magazine?
Maybe. I mean, I suppose I wouldn't know until I was asked, but like, I suppose it kind of depends. If it was something, if I was asked to build something that I really, really wanted to build, then like the magazine side of it would just be like a little bit of a bonus, I suppose. But I suppose I'd do it if I was asked, but like, it's the same with commissions. Like, I wouldn't advertise commissions. If somebody asked me to build something that I really, really wanted to build, then I'd do it. But I wouldn't like go out of my way saying like, oh, I'll do commissions, because it's got the potential to suck the fun out of it. And like, I've been down that route with creative things before. Like when I was doing the tattoo apprenticeship, drawing was no longer a hobby. It was work, and it was something I had to do. So it was no longer fun. So I'd probably like try and stay away from like that side of things.
Have you ever hit a mojo slump yet?
I did, yeah. And that was when I was doing the RC213V, the Repsol Honda bike, that again, I bought a super detail set, a chain set from Top Studio, and yeah, I was just, and I destroyed the wheels using particularly hot paint, and that kind of knocked me back a bit. But it didn't last for too long. I put it down for a bit and, just chilled out with the missus for a couple of days. And then I found myself really, really wanting to get back upstairs and carry on building. So I think it was a bit of a mental reset, because at that time, like from the beginning, from when I started modeling and we were thrown into lockdown, I was, every spare moment I had, I was up here building. And with furlough and not being able to go out, that was a lot of time I was spending up here. So by that point, I think maybe I was a bit worn out. And I just, a couple of things went wrong, and I was like, oh, and I just took a couple of days to myself. And like I said, it was a bit of a mental reset, and I found myself just wanting to jump straight back in.
Nice one, mate. Like I said, can you, well, basically the last question, because we've not been in the hobby a great deal, a long time. There's not really a lot I can think of.
Yeah.
Is it a hobby that you would happily carry on?
100%, yeah. I mean, it's I've invested not as much as many people, but I have invested some money in it, and like, I never think, if I'm looking at a kit or a detail set or whatever, I never think to myself, am I actually going to do it? I always think, well, I am going to do it. It's just when, So it's definitely something I'm going to stick with, because, like I said, it helps me so much. It's a distraction from everything, and yeah, it's definitely, I think, I've moved this whole back room is based around modeling now. I've moved everything closer to the window for when I'm painting, and I've moved the lights. I've cut up old wardrobes to make myself some shelves. So yeah, there's no way out now anyway.
Oh, that'll grow. Give it that couple of years down the line, that'll be a totally different room, and you'll always be wanting to improve it. No matter what you do, you'll want, oh, I'll add that. Before you know it, you think, oh. It happens, mate. It's how the hobby is. Like people like myself and others have been doing it for a long time. It takes a little time to build up all this, but once you've got it built and it's finished, you think, great, now I'm going to change it. Yeah, you do. You basically look around and you go, I can move that there, I can move that there. I'll add extra sockets and everything. Everything changes. So, like I say, you enjoy that. Well, we all enjoy the hobby. We all do for particular reasons and all that. Is anything within the hobby, which was really your last question, that really annoys you? Is there something, you see online or other stuff, or you hear, that really, you sit back and you think, nah, he's a bit of a,
I want to say kit hoarders, but that's just jealousy. You know what I mean? Like, I see people with like 15 of the same bike, which I can't get, and I'm like, it does annoy me. But at the end of the day, that's just because I am going, and it is a bit of jealousy. And I mean, if people want to do that, they can do that. And it's just, I wouldn't, if I was going to buy, it's just because I think back to like me, and like, if I had the money to buy 15 of the same kit, I wouldn't, because if I had the money to do that, I'd have money to buy various other kits that I want, and I know that I wouldn't have the time to build 15 of the same kit. But yeah, I mean, I don't want to alienate a group of people who collect kits and things, but it's just not. It's one of those things which I see, and then I'm like, oh, really? But everyone's got their reasons, I suppose.
Yeah, the hobbies, it's different aspects of the hobby. Some people like to build and not paint. Others don't hate building, they like painting. Others just like to collect, stuff like that. There's different, everybody's different within the hobby, but we all share the one thing. We all do the hobby.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
You know,
Right.
like somebody with 15 kits could have built them over 20 year, 30 year.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
It's how it is, you know. But like I
Yeah,
said,
like I said, it's like first off, I look at it and I was like, ugh. But then I realized it's just because I'm jealous. It's because I haven't got one. And yeah, it doesn't annoy me to the point where I'm pulling my hair out and I'm furious. But it's just a bit of jealousy, really.
Luke, thank you very much for your interview, my friend.
No worries. Thank you.
Nice.
Within the group would like to ask some questions, please.
Yeah, how come you got so good so quick?
I don't think I have.
Yeah, right.
I think I can take a good photo. No, I like I said, I just spent any time I can doing it. And I think with a creative background, I think that has kind of helped. And I've always liked drawing, and I've always liked making things. And just like, yeah, I suppose it all come together with this because I just poured everything that I knew about other stuff into it, which is probably why like some of my methods are not what you would normally see people doing. I've used oil pastels to weather my last kit, but I don't know if that's what people do. I just used what was available and what I've used before on a 3D plane instead of like on a flat piece of paper. So yeah.
It's a very artistic type hobby. And if you are artistic, I think you get on well with it. But some of us aren't, and that's probably a drawback. But my next question, yeah, my next question is, what's your best and worst kit so far?
Oh, so the worst kit so far, does it have to be like the actual kit? Or could it be like a detail part which I've bought? Or
yeah, just anything.
So the one I struggled the most with was the top studio detail set for the 2004 Yamaha. Because the instructions were an A4 piece of paper in black and white, and that was my first detail set, and I spent most of my time scratching my head. And so I probably wouldn't build that again. Oh, I might, because I suppose I've done it. But that was the one I struggled the most with, so I'd say that would be my worst. But my favorite so far was the RC213B. Definitely. It just like fell together. I could have stuck it together with blue tack and it'd still look as good. I'd say as good. It still looked like how it does. It just fits so nice.
Cool. Well,
I've got a question, if that's okay. So what's it like knowing that Paul took your YouTube modeling virginity? Actually being in here with Paul now.
Yeah, I can feel that.
Yeah.
You mean like how do I feel that he was the one that got me into the hobby and now I talk to him every day, kind of thing. I don't know. It's just pretty cool, isn't it? I mean, like at first when you watch like people on YouTube when they watch their videos, you're like, I don't know what he's going to be like as a person. You know, I don't know if I just like what he does. But yeah, after like joining the Hangouts and stuff, he's just a standard guy. Like he's just a general down to earth guy, and like I don't. Yeah, but down to earth. It's a nice way of putting it. But yeah, like I don't.
Just thinking of pound signs. Keep going.
I don't like join Hangouts and think, oh, this is Paul from YouTube. Ooh, I'm just like, oh yeah, right there. And then he takes the mick out of me for being Welsh, and I take the mick out of him for being Scouse.
Hey. Yeah, you.
Does anybody else have questions?
I can't think of anything. Anybody else?
How many kits do you break per week, Luke?
Um,
This week?
this week it's just the one,
Yeah.
one fully built.
Yeah.
So-
Tragedy that, man.
It's like everybody else still awake.
I don't know, mate.
I'm awake. Come here. Hello.
Just checking. Just checking.
Yeah, they're playing music next door, so I've got to keep muted.
Oh, no.
Was any questions in chat for Luke?
Danny.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Not
Jim.
Luke, or just in general. Where am I?
What planet am I on?
Oh, where are my teeth?
Man. How long did it take you to size your rim holders there?
My rim holders are far quicker than it should have. It was when I was younger. It was about 15 years ago.
So when you're about 3.
Yeah. Yeah, there it is. No, I was between like 14 and 17. You're supposed to like go up a millimeter, leave it like a couple of weeks, leave it heal. But I think I went from 0 to what I am now, 20 in about 6 weeks. So yeah, I destroyed my gears. So they're not going to shrink. They won't shrink down because I've wrecked them, but they'll just sag. So I can fit bigger rims in them. So
It's like you-
I was just going to say, are you going to go up to 12 scale rims for motorcycle wheels?
I could do mind. There we are. For my next bench update, I'll try and get that in.
I wait to see you rimming on camera.
Oh, God.
There's one question in the chat there from Master Toymaker. He's saying there's no one has mentioned that they've changed the actor playing Luke.
Yeah.
So the audience won't notice.
The Coronation Street.
There's a question from Jaffa who says, why didn't you run away when you had the chance, Luke?
Lockdown, we weren't allowed.
There you go.
I'm stuck.
Checking to see if there's any more questions for you. No, and that's it. Thank you very much,
There's
Luke.
mainly all about Jaffa cakes for some reason. No?
No, they've been
Yeah,
arguing
yeah.
in the chat relentlessly. I think
Yeah.
Daryl's a bad influence on the chat.
Telling you.
How's going on?
It's a disappointment. See what you cause, Claire? This is what you cause when you only eat 9 of the 11 Jaffa cakes. This is what happens.
Oh, yeah, nice interview. Well done, Luke.
Yeah.
Yeah,
done.
cheers, Luke.
Yeah,
Thank you very much,
cool.
mate.
Well done.
Go on, mate. And nice one, Norm, as well. Oh, my camera's off. I didn't even realise my camera was off. Better off it.
Hey.
Yeah, there we go. Can Luke do an English accent? I don't know, can you?
Can I? Depends where in England.
Here will do. Just doing now.
He does a brilliant British accent anyway.
I want to hear Luke's Cockney accent.
Am I gonna upset people though?
No more than Tim does.
Well, there you go.
I suppose you're right. What should I say in a Cockney accent?
Core blimey governor.
Cool, blimey, governor.
Yeah, not bad.
That's better.
I go a little bit higher pitch. Core
Most of
blimey
you
governor. A little bit higher. Brian saying, Luke, you're a brilliant modeler. Sincerely, that your modeling future is limitless. There we go.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Luke,
Yeah, post your link in the chat there, Luke.
yeah, to your channel.
Yep.
Am I able to?
You
Yeah,
can't.
if you post it in here, Luke, and I'll copy it across for you.
There we are.
Yeah, wants you to do a Yorkshire accent, Luke.
Oh, from Yorkshire. Is that Yorkshire?
No,
No, where's that?
Close.
I don't know where that is. That's definitely not Yorkshire, though. Bayek is shite.
That's not work, Luke. You put something crazy in there, mate.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to be Yorkshire.
Red
Yorkshire?
Tube. The hell's
Yorkshire.
Red Tube? The hell's Red Tube?
Yeah, that's not giving it. Yeah.
Put it on it again.
What are you doing?
What do you mean?
I thought you know how to use a computer.
I'm missing the W.
You certainly are.
Terrible behaviour.
Nick Lindsay says that was proper cockney, that. Like Dick Van Dyke was in the room. And Graham saying, how is Luke C doing? He's all right, mate. He's away at the minute. I don't mean he's locked up, but he's gone away. And that sounds just as bad.
I'll
Not
go
doing
off the
time.
chat
He hasn't
and do
been
it.
caught doing something. Get away with it.
Where are you? There you are.
He's having a bit of time out for a few weeks because he's had a few problems with his mojo. So yeah, he's having a little bit of time out. Dan's up with us tonight because Dan's at his back and he was in agony. So we're told that Dan wasn't here, prepared to go through the show, and we said no, go and lay down and get yourself sorted. And Sam is away on ecumenical matters. He's doing the work of God.
I'll tell you what, Luke, I can do your link quicker than you can, mate.
I've done it. Sorry.
I put it in.
Yeah, him twice. That's twice the bill, that now, Luke.
25p.
Oh, let's talk about Jaffa. Just want an orange now. We'll go and get one, mate. Go and get one. Right then. So there were questions with you, McNeish.
Yeah.
And we got what we've been building with you, Clark.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. I reckon we do Jim. Yeah. Right, Jim very kindly volunteered via Tim to do Dan's section tonight. So fair play to Jim. No pressure at all. Don't screw it up.
Yeah.
Are you doing the forum as well, Jim, or not? Or do you want me just to do
do
the?
that?
Do you want me to do the forum first, yeah?
Yeah, go ahead.
Another workload off him.
Yeah. Okay.
The
I'll
whole
share
one
that.
post. The whole one post.
The whole one.
Yeah, you
post,
might
yeah.
screw that.
So, right, Alan's going to share the work that was shared on the forum, and Jim's going to do Facebook. Make a note of your favourite builds, because you'll get asked to vote in a little bit. And the most voted for, not necessarily the best, most voted for build of the week, 2 weeks, will win a £20 UB gift voucher. There we go. Over to you, Alan.
Okay. So
Whenever
on the
you're
forum this week, there's only the one post.
Time, mate.
Say again, sorry.
So I was just talking over you on purpose.
I know. This is from Dan Edmonds. He says, "Hi Dan, here's my finished 124 Oshima Lamborghini Murcielago SV that I built from the ISM Road Cars Buddy Build. It's a great kit that I really enjoyed building. I added the Oshima detail upset and some 1/20th scale motorsports carbon fiber here and there. Ultimate primers, Gravity Spain Lamborghini Blue Asia, is that? Tamiya LP paints elsewhere, Gravity Spain 2K, Micro Mesh and Ultimate Polishing System, Oshima detail upset, 1/20 scale motorsport carbon fiber, Ultimate Apex used throughout. Have a great show and a wonderful weekend, everyone."
It's nice, isn't it?
And that is beautiful.
Nice one.
That is beautiful, in all fairness.
Very nice.
I like it a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got the Hurricane. I think it's a Hurricane. I think I've got to do. Hurricane. Well, yeah, and that is it for the forum this week. So over to you, Jim.
Yep.
You ready for this disaster?
Yep.
Okay.
You're ready.
Bear with me. Sharpen your pitchforks, your knives, your swords. More thumbs down are coming.
All 5 already?
5 already.
Yeah.
I need. Why is this?
Gosh, exactly like Dan.
Come on, Grandpa.
I'm trying. I don't get my share screen icon.
You zoomed in on your screen? Stand by, everyone.
Stand by, everyone. I'm
Technical difficulties. Jim lost his teeth.
There we go. Share screen. Boom. You press enough buttons and stuff happens.
Yeah.
Is everybody seeing this?
Yep.
What's that tab on the top? Is about donkeys.
All righty then.
Yeah, that's not
Stepping in for Mr. Dan, who's laid up today. Hope you're feeling better.
You
Dan.
click where it says view 19 more comments, Jim. If you click that, it'll take you to the top.
View 19 more comments.
Yeah.
There we go. So here we go. Robert Justin has this little gem.
Oh, sweet.
It says, I present my Hasagawa 124th Subaru 360 Deluxe, printed, primed, and Mr. Surfacer White, painted in tropical yellow by Scale Finishes, 2K by TCP Global. It was a real quick, easy build. Thank you for looking and have a good show. I didn't even know Hasagawa did anything like that.
That's not a Scooby.
No, I've seen a couple of those now. They are quite popular.
Cool, isn't it? Nice.
Press the cross,
Java
Jim.
as well.
I say if you press the cross, it'll take you back.
This is Peter Chapman. Says, hi all, this is my 1/72 Vezda Hind, brush painted with Vallejo, gray, green, and light blue. With all the detail in this kit, I kept all doors open for the display. Hope you like it.
That's good. Jim, can you zoom in at all?
Do what?
Can you zoom in on your browser at all?
Yeah, let's.
But if you,
To maximise your window as well, Jim, that would
Yeah,
help.
make
Yeah.
your window full screen.
All right.
Top right.
That's better.
We go, Idaho.
Yep, that'll do.
All righty.
Yeah, nice build, isn't it? I like the little dio base.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, very nice.
Cool.
nice.
This is Crayon. Oh, stop that. Hold on a second. Let me. No, I won't do it. It says, hi, Dan. Dan. Shockingly, I have another entry. We just won't talk about the fact that this came off the shelf of doom to be completed. Well, good job. This is my Tamiya 124th BMW 320i Jägermeister, primed in Tamiya white, base coat of Tamiya TS12, gloss coat and Gravity Spain 2K, various Tamiya X, XF, and LP paints, bare metal foil for the trim. Thanks for looking and have a great show.
Nice. Nice one, Kieran. I like that.
Nice, yes.
Okay,
Very
looks
nice.
good.
Very nice crayon. Really nice.
Very orange.
Lovely.
Yes, nice.
I
Mr.
like
David
this.
Yo has his high all finished this week ago. Never got around to posting pictures. This is the B-Max Brabham BT52B in 1/20th scale. Primed with zero paints, painted with zero paints, Brabham blue and white. Gravity Spain 2K gloss. And I have used the B-Max upgrade sex.
Cool.
Specs. Woo!
X.
Woo! Dang, I got to get one. I've added extra detail to the engine with wires and tubes.
That's nice.
That's
Really
cool.
nice. But I'm curious, what would upgrade sex mean? Incorporate.
Well, you know.
And answers from Alan.
What's that, sorry?
No, let's not answer that question while we're live.
That basically looks like a Formula One car with the engine missing from the back, doesn't it? Cut short.
It's a very strange design, wasn't it? It's more like a spaceship, isn't it, really?
Nice job.
The car's so sexy. I had that on my mind. Yeah.
Oh, fancy.
Mr. Justin Hart has greetings, folks. All wrapped up on the Tamiya 124 scale first generation Honda NSX. Used a UMPM gray primer, zero paints semi-gloss black base, Gravity Spain chameleon blue to violet color shift, Gravity Spain 2K clear, Hobby Design AP racing brakes, and Fugu Garage Rays TE37 wheels and Alclad copper. Fugu Garage Bridgestone Potenza RE002 tires, scratch built side skirts, and front splinter interior done in dark gray with blue accents.
Nice.
Nice.
Lovely.
Very nice. Mark Atkinson's next with his evening all. Got this wrapped up. 1/24th scale Fujimi Honda Civic Type R. Painted ultimate white primer. Tamiya LP7 yellow. And Gravity Spain 2K. Quick fun build after 8 months away because of a house move and then a cave build. Good job. Have a good show. Well, congratulations on the new cave.
Yeah, just remember one picture only, buddy, next time.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, if everyone doing it, we'll be here all night. That looks really good. Very cool.
Oh, yeah.
I like it.
Uh-oh, here's Tony.
Hang on, Tony. This is for finished models, mate.
Hang on a minute. Are we sure this is Tony's build? It's in focus and all the bikes in the shop.
And it's well lit. Good point, that Tim.
I'm not too
Yeah.
sure if this is really Tony.
Maybe Pat's been helping him.
Good point. Good point.
Yeah. Now we can plan to crop it. Would be a business.
Very nice. Tony says.
We're joking because we know Tony.
Tony says, good evening, everyone. Tonight, Dan, I give you my Tamiya 1/12 scale Honda RC 211-03, primed in UMP white primer and painted with zero paint Honda Repsol paint set. Decals in good nick and went down very well. Whatever the heck that means. Thanks to UMP decals. Cleared in U-Pol 2K or U-Pol 2K, all put through my trusty Apex and polished with UMP polishing set. Great kit, and thanks for looking, and have a great weekend.
Yeah, nice work. Great nick means great condition.
Ah, okay. I need the English to English translation here.
Yes. English to simplified English.
Nuno D. Kanha. I have
this one too.
That says, hello all. Here I have my racing what if car. I wouldn't know if it's what if for real. Tamiya kit 24, 219, and 1/24 old Calsonic race car kit. Nissan Skyline GTR R34 in a livery of PS2 Gran Turismo by Hobby Design. Primed, painted in Tamiya LP and enamel paints. Yeah, 2K clear coated. It's a local automotive paint, polished with Tamiya compounds and polishes. Hope you like it.
That's good.
Nice. Like the scheme.
Yeah. Very cool.
All right. Go back to there. Down to here. Wouter Schmidt. Nice. Bradley. Tamiya M2-PL Bradley. A what if Polish Army M2 Bradley. Built from the Tamiya kit, painted in Rattle Can AK Russian green and desert tan. Only used Tamiya black pin wash.
Very nice.
That's a clean build, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep, lovely.
Go away. Mark Ward is next with, says, hi all, my contribution is a Revel 135th TP. I'm not even going to go there because I would, Fuchs.
Fuchs.
Okay.
Fuchs.
Thank you, Roland.
Rolling straight in there. Fox.
Boom.
I don't know.
I could sense,
Fuchs.
I said spear there. I said spear. So help him out.
Sorry, it's just a fuck. Put it in there.
Oh, Paul, he did it. He went.
Roland said it, not me. Well, that's what I mean. Roland's like proper wet behind the ears. That's not Fuchs. That's Fox. That's the only time I was getting to say Fox live on air.
Fox.
A4 hand painted with Tamiya and Vallejo paints.
That looks fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Oh my.
Okay, Baps next. Evening, everybody. Finished my 1/24th Rebel Jaguar E-Type build for the group road car build. UMP pink primer, Tamiya LP21 Italian red. Jowl.
I think it's Jewel. It's supposed to be.
Okay, typo there. Jewel 2K high gloss clear coat, flattened then polished using Maguire's 3-step system. Bare metal foil and Molotov paint pen for the chrome work. 3D printed wire wheels, ignition leads were added to the engine. Embossing powder was used as carpet in the interior. Driver and passenger floor mats were made and added. This is a lovely kit and one of the most beautiful cars ever made. I would highly recommend this kit.
Does look nice.
That looks very, very good.
Very
That
cool.
looks really very good.
Yeah.
Nice
Lovely.
wheels.
Nice wheels. Nick Lindsay is next. This week, I finally finished this guy. It's a 3D print in 1/10 scale by Levion Archer. Okay. Printed on my Igloo Mars 2 Pro using a Sunlu resin. painted in acrylics and a little oils. I tried to keep the colors muted as per dyes of that period. Stippled the leather work to give it some texture and then weathered the edges to show scuffing and wear. Loved painting this one. Loads to play around with on the detail. That is very nice.
Fantastic.
Hey, really nice.
Yeah.
I love that leather work.
Yeah, very well done.
Cool. Getting good at this, Nick.
Good, isn't it?
That's
Yeah.
nice. I like that.
Mr. John Stone is next with his big bang bang stick.
Ooh.
On into the Lebanon. Here then the completed AVF club or AFV club. I always mix that up. AFV club 135th Israeli. Oh boy. Shot Kal Dalat. Primed using UMP in black. Painted using AK 3rd generation Israeli green. Tracks by Master Club and reflectors by AFV club. Enjoyed the build except the decals were awful. The rubber cover for the mantlet was terrible. There being an enormous amount of flash that had to be cleaned off, and it was very, very fragile. So not my best work, but thanks for looking. I hope you all like it. Model on.
That's real nice, John. Real
That
nice.
Centurion, now, isn't it?
I believe it was based off of it, wasn't Norman?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, Centurion underneath all of that.
Very cool. Love the model. That. Very nice, John.
Mr. Peter Chapman is next with another Hind.
Yeah,
Hi, all this.
Seen this?
I was going to say
Seen
it's
that
the
one.
same one,
It's the same one again, isn't it?
same base. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like
Nice. Just the one entry though.
Oh, Tony's back
Hope
again.
for another unfinished one in here. Can't wait to see it.
Good evening, Dan and the crew.
Is this one's now cropped. This has got to be somebody else doing these.
Yeah.
This is-
Yeah.
oh,
Just need a duster now. I'm only taking the mickey because Tony's a very good friend of ours.
oh,
Very good. And we've got the old joke that looked great when it's finished. I can't wait to see this painted.
yeah.
Yeah.
So Tony is back again. Good evening, Dan and the crew. This is Tamiya's 124 scale Kawasaki Ninja ZX-14. Used UMP primer main colors. Used UMP primer, main colors LP40 metallic black and LP42 mica red and LP23 flat clear and various LP colors. All paint put through the trusty Apex airbrush. Thanks for looking and have a great weekend.
He wants you to read all that in one breath. That's why he's written it like that.
Another good build too. Really nice, mate.
So nice.
he would say it in one breath, so and it would come out as a random.
Just all be yes, yeah,
Yeah, we think.
Gimme.
What's good there, Tony?
Lee Edmonds. Just to prove that it can be done, here is the 1/72nd scale Mach 2 kit of the Douglas XA2D. Not one of my greatest moments, but it almost ended up in the bin quite a few times. The main color is SMS's dark sea blue. For a Mach 2 kit, the decals were surprisingly good.
Nice work. Interesting looking haircut.
Yeah, those aren't easy. And that blue,
Congratulations.
that looks
Yeah.
good.
Congratulations to get one of them together.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do that bad a kit, is it?
Oh, horrendous kits.
I think they are now the worst. Special hobby has been overtaken by Mac 2.
Hmm.
And by a long way.
Hang on. I'm actually going to revert that. Azure.
Azure, I was going to say, yeah.
Now I've taken Azure for the worst
Yeah,
kit.
they're terrible.
Mr. Luke Ward is back. Good evening, Mr. Scattergood. And I hope he is having a better evening now, laid up, resting, relaxing. This week, I managed to get the 1/12 Tamiya Yamaha YZF R1 based on my bike finished up. It's primed in various UMP primers. The engine, forks, and all but the fairings were painted with Tamiya LP paints and Alclad. The fairings are zero paints, cleared with Mr. Hobby GX 112. Every single part has been weathered and aged to look like a used 23-year-old bike. The headlights and taillights work, and the fairings and headlights are on with magnets. I also 3D printed various little bits, including a coolant overflow, mango bolts, phone mount, and key. Have a great weekend and stay safe.
That was meant to be banjo
Yeah,
balls.
it's lovely.
That is cool.
What a mangle bolts.
Yeah, I was
It's a misspelt Banjo Bolt.
Oh, I kind of like mango bolts, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's me thinking it was a YZF.
Banjo bolts.
I was a bit
I
like,
thought it was a new term for those rubber bungs that they put on the side of the bike, so when you drop it, you don't damage it. You see,
Ah,
I thought it was a new terminology for it that I didn't know.
Yeah, we'll-
some motorcyclists could do with that.
Yeah.
Get knocked off the bike and things.
Oh, nice job, Luke.
thank you.
Yeah,
Moving
yeah,
on,
very
Paul.
nice.
Moving on.
Mr.
Oh, sorry.
Christopher is next. Finished the Das Works 135th Fawn L900 with the Tamiya 135th Panzer II. Both are painted with Tamiya paints and weathered with Vallejo washes and MIG pigments. The tires on the truck are 6 pieces per tire, not including the hubcap.
Cool.
That's up.
Eureka
Very nice.
or Erica. Dan Croak is here with his latest compilation is this, the Academy 172nd Super Etendard, overall primed in UMP gray, finished with ammo modern French jet acrylics, weathered with Umbro wash and enamel shaders. An old and tired molding, but came out okay for my standards.
looks nice.
Very
I
French.
watched his video on that build today. He's put the video out for that. Real nice, real good watch.
For
Nice one, Dan.
1/72, that's cracking.
Mm-hmm.
Some dude named Paul Bretlin.
To Berlin.
I dig that green. Rebel 124th Dodge Challenger, primed in Ultimate Modeling Gray Primer. Painted in Tamiya TS22 green through the Ultimate Apex airbrush at 18 PSI. Kit decals are bare metal foil for bright work. Cleared in Gravity Colors Spain 2K. All the chrome and Molotov chrome airbrush with the Ultimate Apex airbrush. Interior flocked for carpet and wood decals for trim. Polished with the micro mesh and Ultimate Modeling Products polish system.
I
Do
love
you
that green
write
and
down?
black.
Do you write down what pressures you're spraying things at so you remember?
No.
Okay.
Got standard pressures across the board.
Okay.
So it's basically 24 psi for 2K and UMP primers, and near enough 18 psi for everything else.
Okay.
But lately, I've dropped the lacquers down to about 12.
Yeah.
And that's been working a bit better. So I only really have 2 pressures to remember. 2K needs higher pressures. Obviously, our primer does. Everything else is down.
All right.
So yeah.
Always one thing. What is he actually writing this all down when he's doing it?
No, just do it. But yeah, 12 psi with the LPs, TSs, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Clinton Ills is next, as we know him as Chunk. Hello, Dan. This week I finished the AMT 125th scale 1966 Chevy Nova Pro Street, primed in UMP gray primer. Engine is Model Master's Chevy Red. Suspension, transmission, and other components all in SMS metallic steel. Body base coated in SMS jet black, then a coat of Tamiya LP silver. Then a final coat of SMS electric blue pearl, and finished off with a few coats of SMS Ultra 2K. Interior and chassis is Tamiya LP5, semi-gloss black, not a bad kit. Had some fit issues, but worked. Then worked out. So in the end, it came out okay. Thanks for looking. Have a great weekend. Cheers.
Thanks for watching.
Nice one, Chunk.
Yeah, I like her.
Nice one, Chunky baby.
Like that car. Nice kit.
All right. Next, we have Stephen Corvette. Very American looking there. Gave this a final polish with the UMP polishing system. Is the Aoshima 124 Toyota Hilux. Lined the back with coffee stirs and stained with Tamiya brown panel liner.
Ooh, cool.
I wonder if it was a decal or if you did something like Luke did in that one video with your black and blue technique that you.
Oh yeah, with the
That's it.
cling film.
Next up
pretty
is some guy named Simon Shorey. Finally finished Brian's FF6 Escort from a Bell Kits 124th Escort Mark I RS 1600 for the movie group build. Mr. Shorey used UMP primers, Zero Blue base coat, Gravity 2K, Tamiya LPs, all through the Apex. decals from Hobby Design. UMP polishes. We'll post more pics tomorrow. That's blue.
That is very blue.
Very blue.
And it's a very nice kit build as well.
What is that?
Those are the engine kills.
Yeah, cutter switch.
Electrical kill switches.
Actually,
Oh,
battery kill switch.
interesting.
There's 2 on that, ironically, and that's on the movie car. So
Yeah, one will be a battery kill, one will be a fire extinguisher.
yeah.
That's how much rally cars should, all race cars have to have. They have to have
Well,
2.
ironically, though, there's no markings on it, but I guess it's fine. It's a movie car, so
No, they do. They're minute. They just have to have a little, like have a little triangle and then something else next to them. They don't have to be even that noticeable. They're just so marshals can see them and pull them when they crash. Must be interesting. Watching the cockpit fill up with foam.
You done, Tim?
No, I'm all right, thanks.
Okay, next up is Joe Bagshaw. Says his 124th BMAX Audi Quattro S1E2 finished literally today. Built straight out of the box with the incorrect tobacco decals because I don't care, but added some extra details with scratch built antenna and crazy modeler hood pins.
Good that.
Like
Weathering as well.
Like the weathering, yeah.
I really like that.
Nice.
Mr. Douglas Weir, I believe, is the last one tonight. Hi all, finished up my 124th Tamiya Mercedes AMG GT3 in the Battlefield scheme. This one took a little longer than normal, but it's finally done. Other than that, the decals, it's pretty much out of the box with just a PE roof aerial and a seat harness added. The kit is a 124th Tamiya Mercedes AMG T3. Decals of the Battlefield 1 by SK Decals. Primer is UMPM white. Base coat Zero Paints Battlefield Orange Candy. Clear coats Tamiya LP24 Semi-Gloss Clear over Gravity 2K. UMP Decal Solutions. Everything else painted with Tamiya X, XF, and LP paints. AK Extreme Metals and Mr. Hobby Super Metallics. Thanks for looking and have a great weekend.
Nice build.
Love
Very
that
nice.
color.
Very nice.
And that, I believe, is all we have for tonight.
Right, you get the time it takes, Alan and Jim. So let Jim carry on and you do the last one, Al. You get time it takes very quickly recap. Go on.
Okay, so if you let me do the first one, I can start the votes. Do the first one, I can get back to.
Oh, yeah, go on
them.
then, yeah. You stop
Yeah.
sharing Jim for a minute.
Right, so I'll let you carry on saying what you want to say, Jim. Paul, sorry. So,
Right, so you got the time it takes now for Alan and Jim to recap the builds to start your voting. So can someone put in the chat, start your voting when Alan's ready?
yeah, I've got it ready to go.
You got it, go on then.
Yeah, go, it's done.
Go.
So first up then, we've got Dan Edmonds with his, I assume, a Lamborghini Murcielago. And there we go, beautiful build that is too. And there we go, Jim, over to you. I'll start doing that.
See, this is why I should have went first.
You'll be fine.
But it's okay, because it's not
Come
time.
on, Jim, you can do it.
You're
Plenty of
fine.
time.
No pressure.
Yeah. There we go.
Hey.
All righty. Here we go. This is Robert Justin with his Hasegawa 124 Subaru 360 Deluxe. Peter Chapman with his 172nd Zvezda Hind. Kieran Ryan with his 124th Tamiya BMW 320i Jägermeister. David Yo with his BMAX Brabham BT52B in 20 scale. Mr. Justin Hart with his Tamiya 124 scale first generation Honda NSX. Mark Atkinson with his 124th Fujimi Honda Civic Type R. Tony Ochiozuzio, Nipples as we know him by. It has his Tamiya 12 scale Honda RC 21103. We have Nuno, excuse me, sorry, has his Tamiya 124th Calsonic race car. Nissan Skyline GTR 34. Wouter Schmidt with his Tamiya M2-PL Bradley and a what if Polish markings. I'm going to assume that's 35th scale. Here we go. Mark Ward has his Rebel 135th TP1. What is it, Roland?
Books.
Thank you.
Anytime.
Here's Bap with his 124th Rebel Jaguar E-Type. Nick Lindsay with his 3D print and 1/10th scale of a Levion Archer. Mr. John Stone with his 135th scale AFV Club Israeli Shatkal Dalat. It's Mr. Peter Chapman with his Hind again. Mr. Tony again with his 112 scale Kawasaki Ninja ZX14. Lee Edmonds with his 172nd Mach 2 kit of the Douglas XA2D. Mr. Luke Ward with his 112th Tamiya Yamaha YZF R1. Mr. Chris Stover with his DOS Works 35th scale Fawn L900 with Tamiya 135th Panzer II in the bed. Mr. Dan Croak with his Academy 72nd scale Super Etendard. Mr. Paul Bretlin with his Rebel 124 scale Dodge Challenger. Chunk, or Clinton as we all know him too, so with his AMT 125th 1966 Chevy Nova Pro Street. Mr. Steve Corbett with his 124th Toyota Hilux from Aoshima. Mr. Simon Shorey with his Bell Kits 124th Escort Mark I RS 1600. Mr. Joe Bagshaw with his 124th BMAX Audi Quattro S1E2. Mr. Douglas Weir with his 124th Tamiya Mercedes AMG GT3 in the Battlefield scheme.
There we go.
Thanks, Jim.
Peppers.
From Jim.
So there we go. Voting's over.
Ah, cool.
There we go. Wait for Alan to tally it up. Oh, yes, that's us first, ain't it?
Yeah, I'm on the ball today. So, okay, Insight. What's your choice, bud?
I'm going to go for Nick's Axeman Viking thingy-jiggy bust.
Okay. Paul?
Same for me.
Same for yourself?
Yeah, I like that a lot. Very cool.
Okay. Tim?
I'm gonna go. Oh man, there's about 3 of them. The Mac 2 kit. Oh geez, what was it of the
plane?
The plane. Yeah, thank you.
It's the Douglas XA2D.
There you are. Because if he's managed to finish that, that is a damn near.
Oh, that one. That was I think you made that now.
But I must say there's the Battlefield and Baps and the Viking and
was that the 4L? Wasn't the 4L900? Was it no? I'm trying to find the kit. What kit was it?
Jim just said it.
Jim just said it.
It was the Douglas XA2D.
Okay, yeah, got it. Yeah. Okay, Al.
I'm gonna go for Dan Croak's Super Etendard.
Okay. Normie D.
Yeah, I'm going to go for the same. Dan Krog, Super Entidad.
Okay. Roland.
I'm going to do the Jaguar. It was brilliant.
What, Baps Jag, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Luke.
I'm gonna have to go for Joe Bagshaw's Audi. I really like the weathering on that.
Okay. Jim.
There's 3 as usual. Dang it.
More than about I had 7.
I'm gonna go with Nick's bust, the Viking bust. Luke, I love the bike. It was great.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
And myself, I'm going
I
to
thought
go
it was
for David.
rubbish. I didn't bother voting.
I'm going to go for David Dio's Brabham. It looks superb.
Oh, all winners, aren't they? Every single one.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Anyway, this now leaves us with a conundrum because we have a tie for first place.
For what? For first.
Yeah.
Okay, go on and read
Between,
out.
Nick Lindsay
yeah.
and BAP.
Okay. I think they're both in the chat. Are you both there, fellas? If you are, let's see if they're there first. Who came in third then?
Third was Dan. Well, yeah, Dan would be with his Super Extended or whatever it's called.
Dan Croak, right.
Yeah.
Second?
Well,
I was trying to catch you out.
messing with my head today.
Hey.
I've been up since early.
Hello. So, right, okay. So Nick's there. Bap, are you there, buddy?
Yeah, he's there as well.
Yeah,
Is
I
it?
think Bap.
Right. Okay. I'm trying to think of a different way to do it. I was going to say like tell you.
What colour boxes is Paul wearing?
Not wearing any.
Brown.
Brown.
They were white. They're not got a bit of brown on them.
They're weathered.
Yeah. Right. Let's have a think. Simon, can you get a number generator for me, mate?
Yeah, it's up already.
Thank you. Right, Nick and Bath. Pick a number between 1 and 100. And the closest will win. That's the only fair way I can think of doing it. I was going to do something silly, like tell us your best joke, and we'll vote on that. But it's not fair, way, is it? It's not fair. It's got to be in a non-biased way, isn't it? So, pick a number each.
Could flip a coin.
Could do.
Numbers in the chat now.
You're taking it on my word. Who wins, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Can't see the coin. Ooh. Right, Nick's gone 54. And Bap's gone for. It is.
You watch your pick 55.
Legitimate. 58.
58.
Okay, right. Over to you, Simon, when you're ready, mate.
3, 2, 1. Off we go. 94.
Nice,
58 wins.
Go. Nice one, boys. I'm sorry we have to do it that way. It's the only fair way I can think of doing it, because otherwise it comes down to a choice.
Yeah.
I don't think that's fair. It's got to be a random way of doing it, and that to me is
Absolutely.
right. No, they're all right, Daryl. No, it's easy to do it like this. It is easy to do it like this.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, we could do that, Steve. It's just awkward. And it's 20 quid. So we'll do it that way. It's where we've always done it, and we'll carry on doing it that way. So there you go,
I was just going to say quickly, the front label on Dan's slide still says £10. You know that?
I know.
Yeah,
yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
I thought I was going crazy earlier.
Oh, I know. Just keep forgetting to do it. Keep forgetting to do it.
I'll keep bugging him, don't worry.
Yeah.
So here's a question.
So hang on, people are randomly putting numbers in the chat now. So I see you can scale models and from a plastic kit. Why are you putting in numbers. Oh, that Bap's donated it. Well done, Bap.
Well done.
Come on,
Oh,
Bap.
Oh, nice one, Bap.
Top
Well done.
man. Top man.
Yeah, but unlucky Nick. Yeah, that's pure chance,
Yeah.
mate. Everyone deserved to win in that build, especially
There's
me.
some really good stuff.
So, yeah, well done. Excellent. There we are. Well done, everyone. Good job. And well
Yeah,
done to Jim as well. That was
Yeah.
very good, Jim.
Yeah, fair play.
Very
Who said
impressive.
pensions aren't
Very,
equal?
very professional.
Woohoo! Wait for the old guys.
We now have a new stand-in, Dan.
Dan, hurry back, please.
Dad's dad, Jim.
Question. So, since we had a tie, in situations of a tie, and the way we handled it tonight, I think is very fair, but is it fair to exclude the loser of the draw in the contest for the end of the year simply because they didn't pick the right number? So could we have this week's both entered in for the end of the year?
Yeah.
Okay, very
Yeah.
good.
But then that'll mess the numbers up for the end of the year. Then will it?
It doesn't matter. Nah, it'll be all
No,
right.
because there's weeks where we don't.
I
do
got
it.
excluded from my build because I lost the number vote.
No, you'll go open it then.
You'll be
Say
in.
again?
You've got all this written down, haven't you, Norm?
Yeah.
Yeah. Norman's like, yeah.
I think
I'll go back and watch all the shows.
I've got them in the folder.
Have you got them written down, Norm? 'Cause I know you do write
I've
it
got them in
down.
the folder, mate. All the winners. Hold on.
What, not in your boot?
Live show winners. Hold on.
Right, losers.
Need a bigger book than that.
Yeah, I've got Alan Parker's Datsun.
There you go.
240.
No, it wasn't the Dats. It was the Merc. Remember, I tied on the Merc.
No way that won that Merc.
Yeah, I can't. Did I tie with Dan? Was it Dan I tied with? I can't remember. Dan Edmonds.
Was not Adam Challenger, Douglas Weir got.
Anyway, long story short, yes. Thanks for that one, Alan. Nick says, "Go awesome. He's going to do the same as he's a volunteer multi heroes. Good man, Nick. That's what we like. Well done, everyone. Yeah, lovely builds in there this week. Very, very nice.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I think the fortnightly finish build is working out a bit better.
Yeah,
I know a lot of other channels like to go for the whole page. And look at the work. That's wonderful to do because you're including everybody. How long do you reckon it'd take for us to scroll through a week's worth of ISM posts?
Oh yes.
How many hours are we here doing that? Because I can scroll through that hours every day and find new stuff I've never. Posts just magically appear, don't they? Does it?
Yeah.
For all the admins and mods.
Yes,
You go through and then go back and posts just appear on nowhere. Where the hell's that come from?
Yep.
Yeah. All the time.
Really weird
I have to refresh about 3 times for it to start really showing what's there. It's so annoying. So annoying.
Really strange. Very strange. Why? Who's crying, Daryl? What are you banging on about?
He'll probably be on about me.
Oh,
He is a bit of a crybaby, and you're quite right.
it is a little bit, yeah. Dwight says, "Oh, Paul Rose put his cap over his airbrush paint cap. You'd think they'll let me lesson, wouldn't you? But no, there I am on my latest videos, splashing paint around. Nothing came out, luckily. I think we spilling paint all over the Cobra's wing, but yeah. And Marina's there, Sergio de Levy-Hara, it's a hell of a name. Isle from Buenos Aires, Argentina. Want to learn and like your show? Excellent.
Cool.
Welcome along.
Superfluous. Well done to all the finishers. Well done, everyone. Absolutely superb. Harry said, have a Jaffa cake, Darryl. Yeah. Put plenty in your mouth. That way you'll shut up. Right. All we've got left to do then is our giveaway.
Giveaway.
And our section. We're all done. So we'll make them wait around for it for the giveaway. And we'll do our section. You ready, Al?
I am indeed, ish, kinda, sort of,
No.
possibly.
Those headsets when they're up just makes Al look like a white-faced Batman with white ears.
Anyway, right. questions for the crew this week. Start off with Hugh Gordon, who says, "Evening crew, have any of you tried Vallejo metal color acrylics? And if so, how did you get on with them?"
Vallejo metal color. Are they the ones in the screw top jars?
No idea.
You?
Never
Is it,
had
they're
them.
the ones I'm thinking of. They're the ones in the screw top jar. I couldn't get on with them. All they just clump together.
They're not good.
Yeah, you use
They,
them on.
they settle and
Yeah, they're not nice, are they?
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's them. We need Hugh to clarify.
unfortunately anything that's acrylic and metal coloured is a bit of a. I think you're better off if you want to do metal colours. You're better off looking at what the brand that we got, Dan.
Oh, green stuff.
Green Stuff. Look at Green Stuff's metal paints. They are much better quality, I think, for getting metal colours.
I'm gonna have to say you cannot beat lacquer.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
Or enamel if you go AK Extreme, but they're a little bit soft.
And I think most problem with most people is the metals are always smelly, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're quite smelly paints, and that's why they like going for the Vallejo. So they look for green stuff if you want to keep away from the nasty stuff other than the air.
Right,
Like,
keep saying
yeah,
yes. So yeah, the glass jarred screw top ones. Yeah, they're not great, mate. I had them years ago. As Tim said, they settle, they clump together, and I didn't rate them for brush paint at all. If you want to try Vallejo for brush paint, get some of the Vallejo model air metals. They're just the normal 17mm dropper bottles, and they brush paint beautifully. Try them. Try them, see what you think. No one else?
Good, okay.
I've never had luck with acrylic metals. I've always liked my lacquer metals. But
Okay. Next question is from Darrell, who asks, "Hi crew, hope all are well. Gravity 2K, while being the choice of Paul and others as a product, it's not suitable for everyone. So what would the crew list as other good gloss clear coat alternatives?"
Did we answer this like a week or so ago?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Somebody else asked this. Darryl, come on, keep up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got Aquagloss for water-based, the Winsor Newton stuff as well.
Yeah, 112.
Yeah, you got GX112, Mr. UV cut in the rattle can. You got TS13 from Tamiya. You got LP9.
Zero paints.
Zero paint single clear coat. Yeah, they're 1K, whatever the hell they called it.
And they also have a 2K.
Alternatives. Yeah, we answered this the other week, Darryl.
Yeah.
Pay attention, will you? Jesus. Too busy giving me grief in the chat over kits to pay attention to the answers.
Yeah, so the GX stuff you said in the rattle can. Why in the rattle can as opposed to?
Number one, because it was free.
Okay.
Number two, I had it.
Uh-huh.
Number three, I like decanting paint because I like playing with stuff in my spray booth.
Yeah, here you go.
And I find they spray different to the bottled alternatives.
All right.
Because I've used, I think it was the bottle alternative I used on the engine bay of the Skyline, the 12 scale one. I mean, which one did you use? You used the bottle one.
It was the
I must use the bottle one then.
Yeah, the GX112 I used. You couldn't get anything to stick to it.
It doesn't stick to it, and it seems to. I think it seems to stay a little bit soft.
Yeah.
Myself, it doesn't seem to dry very hard. Whereas I've used a spray can one, and I think it does dry better. Because I used that first before I went to the bottle one, but I've run out now, and I think that spray is better. So that was it. I had it, mate. That was it. I'll just add it, try it. And I like it.
It was just something that came to mind there. So
Aquagloss is good. Look, it needs
Yeah.
lots and lots of coats. It's unbelievably thin. You've got to put it on so thin. But if you can get plenty of coats down, you're probably looking at 10 plus coats easily.
Yeah.
Let it dry for a couple of weeks. It will actually polish up to quite a good shine. I've done it before. It's a lot more work than other clears.
that's what you recommend for sealing and decals that you may suspect having some trouble with a 2K going down. You recommend the Aquagloss first?
Yes, Yeah, I've done that
as a
before.
barrier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 I think it's the least hot one of all the.
It's not even remotely hot, is it?
No, it's
Well,
superb.
It's ultra thin.
You can use it for seat. You can use it for helping decals stick down if you're getting problems with them lifting at the edges and stuff like that. So it's a very versatile clear, isn't it?
Yeah, love it.
Joe's in the chat saying use Rust-Oleum spray cans for the best high quality metallic finish. From what I've seen online, Joe, I hate to say it, I wouldn't let Rust-Oleum or the other crap spray paints, what's it called, everyone uses, Krylon,
Yeah.
near any of my models, because every day on one of those American car forums, all I ever see is this has happened, what paint is it, Rust-Oleum or Krylon? And it's just absolutely annihilated the model.
Yeah, I've used it on a model before, and it crazed like crazy.
No way. Wouldn't let it anywhere near. Plus, you end up looking with a spray booth like it needs taken out back and shooting. But anyway.
Okay. The next question comes from Charles Stanhope, who asks, has anyone used the new Quinto Studio decals, and do they work the same way as standard decals? Any plans for a YouTube review, Paul?
The who? What are they, sorry?
The Quinto Studio decals. They're the 3D printed decals that are actually on decal sheets.
What are they for?
So principally for, I think, aircraft cockpit instrument decals.
Oh, you got
type
some
stuff.
there, have you, Jim?
Yeah.
There you go, Jim. I'll ask you a question then.
So I'm gonna try and get a light on them here.
Good
luck. Very, yeah.
We've got a blurry, wobbly mess. Oh yeah, you can see it a little bit.
Yeah. So
look at me.
There we go. That might be a little bit better. Get the light on it. Anyway, they're not a true decal in the sense that you put them on and they stick. You have to add either a PVA or a super glue to them to adhere them into place. Okay. You do release them, you cut them out and you release them with water. So that up to that point, they work like or they act like a decal. They don't work like one because there is no adhesive on it. You then put a little dab of whatever adhesive that you're going to go with. You slide the transfer onto it and boom, there you go. Obviously you can't see with the camera, but looking at them, just peering down into the cockpit, they are phenomenal as far as scale goes. All the raised detail with your buttons, your switches, your selector knobs, all that kind of stuff, your levers, it's all there. And they also do. Hold on one quick second here. I haven't added shoot. So here are the. You're never going to see that, but these are the little ejection pull handles down that go on top of the ejection seats.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can't see the back side of it because it's on the paper. But when you remove it from the paper, it's also printed on the back side. So as it slides off and you add it, you'd be able to see up underneath it too. So this is the one set I've used so far, and yeah. Worth every penny. As far as the easy button goes, hit it, slam them in there. I really liked this set that I use. I've got like 2 or 3 others, and I'll probably be buying more.
Let's do the cockpit again, Jim.
You want to?
Yeah, just hold it up again, like that you can see. Man, they look good. They look really good when they're painted.
See that, Paul? Paul, look at that.
Yeah, my eyes. Right, apparently Hugh was talking about the flip top bottles, not the screw lid ones. Going on there, Hugh. Right, they're hit and miss them. Some people say they love them. Some people don't. Tim, was it you that had them and they went off?
It's the acrylics, yeah.
The flip top one.
Yeah, the flip top, yeah, the rubbish.
Yeah.
Junk from and don't use them. Don't use them. They go bad. Everyone, strain them through. So Yeah, but why do you have to keep buying a paint that you keep having to strain every time you need to use the stuff? It's just I messed up quite a few pieces trying to use it. It would throw spider webs and lumps and clumps and threw them all mine in the bin. I had about 4 or 5 of them, just threw them away. Didn't use them again.
I think Hugh was asking about brush painting them, though.
Don't know then.
Well, the same problems there. There's still lumps and clumps in it.
Yeah.
It's still settling. It's still creating lumps. It's still creating junk in it, and brush painting is going to show them up just as bad.
Okay.
Yeah. Honestly, that green stuff. Look at green stuff. They do some wonderful paints.
And apparently Joe was winding us up about
tongue in cheek, yeah.
And now he's saying no, the 100 animals you need screwdriver for the best. At one time they were.
That was all there was.
Yeah, well, they were great quality, and then they changed the formula and they went crap.
Yeah.
Citadel metallics are quite good brush paints. Not bad.
So Jim, back to your Quinta Studio decals. What did you actually use to stick them down then?
His finger.
So yeah, you cut them out, put them in the water. That releases them and they slide. So then you'll get rid of all your surface detail in the kit part. And really, this is an ideal solution for a lot of us aircrafter guys, because for years you buy the black. You started out with KMC and black box cockpits, and then Ares comes in, and Ares cockpits were notoriously famous for not fitting. And then Edward Brasson, you're spending all this money for a hunk of resin that's could throw your fit off, and it just one problem leads to another. These I'm extrapolating this out, I'm sorry, but it's a beautiful way to give you great kit detail by looking in there. It's almost like they took a picture and were able to shrink it down, put it in a machine, hit the print button on whatever material they're using to print, and they color print it up. And so that gives you the 3D relief. And then when you cut them out, like I said, you just take a little dab of your white glue or your CA glue, your super glue, and you just put a couple drops on the panel that you're replacing, and then you just slide it right off onto there, and you're done.
Okay. What about the color rendition? You know, quite famously, the PE cockpit stuff is different colors. So.
Right, and that's the problem with your look sets from Edward. And that's always been a kind of a knock on Edward cockpit sets, is the blues don't match. Either you have to really kind of to spray your tub, especially in Russian stuff. MRP and different
Russian cockpits on purple.
No, they're not purple.
Turquoise. Yeah, I know.
There's a Sukhoi color. There's a MiG color, I believe, for different cockpits. The shade varies. Then the manufacturers will come in and they'll print, and their inks won't match. And then so now you're forced with, what do you do? If you're going to use their part, you probably have to mix a paint to match their color, which can be wrong to begin with, and then just not look right. So you fall into the same pit with this, because you're forced to match whatever they decide to print as their color. Luckily with this one, they're just all black panels on the F-14, and then the tub is gray. So I haven't got into a flanker yet, but there you go.
So have you weathered them at all?
No, I'll weather the tub that it goes into, but I'm not one for trying to pick out. You really wouldn't want to do anything on top of these. I mean, I suppose you could if you wanted to, but whatever you put over, the detail is so fine that whatever wash or anything that you put on there is going to start covering up all the very, very minuscule detail and dial detail that they have. I really wish you could see one in person, because you look in there and you're like, wow, that's cool. And yeah, I've weathered the tub, but I haven't come in and weathered the panels. And like I said, they're all in the real plane. They're black panels that butt up against each other anyway.
Yeah.
And so you're not going to get much, if any, kind of demarcation line between the black and the gray, if there is one. I mean, and especially at 1/48 or whatever scale you look at, you're going to look in the cockpit. You're not going to see that difference between your panel line.
Perhaps
I'm
could take
just
some
gonna have to
pictures, Tim,
get
and throw it up
me.
on ISM so people can see.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna have to get myself one of these Tamiya 148Ds and some decals.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, a couple of questions in the chat. Ian was asking, can you brush paint extreme metal? Yeah, you can. Very, very thin coat. It's not the best, but it is an enamel paint, so you can layer it up. They brush paint okay. I've done it before. It's not too bad. And then Joe's asking on Tammy's website says that you can hand paint the LP range. And as bad to hand paint as the X and XF. If you put them on quite wet, they're fine and don't go back over. Yeah, they're a lot better than the X and XF. I hand paint them quite often. Just put it on one go. Add a little bit of retarder in there, and
Yeah.
you got to go.
One coat.
Yeah. Try and do it in one wet coat if you can. Just leave it
Yeah.
alone. Yeah. No bother at all.
Okay. Moving on. Next question is from Shane Wright, who says, "Evening, folks. I'm curious as to how long do you all work / relax at the bench each week? You're struggling to get a solid 16 hours a week. So
I'm in
how
here
long?
from
Yeah.
9:30, 10 in the morning till 1, 2 in the afternoon. So say what, 4 hours in the morning, 2, 3 hours of a night. So what, 7 hours a day ish. I could do a lot more if I wanted.
Yeah,
So
I think you do a lot of stuff though. You know, when you kind of bounce out the hangouts and that, and you do a lot of
Yeah,
work.
sometimes I can go off to do a video or wherever, like I did today.
Yeah.
Normally about 7 hours a day.
I think I spend about 30 hours a week at the bench, but it's not always modelling. It's not all the time. It's just chewing the fat, isn't it? And
Yeah.
stuff.
I'm probably about the same. You know, I'm guilty of not getting in here early in the evenings because I'm normally cooking, tidying up, and all that stuff. But recently, I've been too tired to come in the evenings. So, but when I do, it can be back at 7 till 10, 11, 12 -ish.
I used to do all the time. I used to be here from what, like till midnight most nights. So, but yeah, I like to go in the house and relax and spend enough time in here as it is. So yeah, a few other things.
Having a day job, probably do an hour and a half and in the evening, and then a bit more on the weekends.
Yeah.
Basically, when life allows you to.
Yeah.
So it's certainly getting harder during the week now. Now the missus is back at work. Obviously, I've got to look at cook and stuff myself now as well. But I try and get 2-3 hours a afternoon stroke early evening in if I can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm spending a lot of time getting rid of the fupping nest up in the garage roof. These two seagulls have.
You be careful they don't carry you off.
Yeah.
I'm surprised the roof holds my weight, but never mind. Okay, right. Next question is from Adam Smith, who says, "Evening, ISM crew. Hope you're all having a good start to your weekend." Oh, we are indeed. He says, "I'm very excited. Very recently watched part 2 of Paul's Cobra build, and it got him wondering, how do you guys choose what paint you use? Some examples would be, lacquer, acrylic, UMP, primer, certain colors over the same color from other brands, and one brand's gloss or matte over another, and also under what circumstances do you make the decision to use, or I guess more importantly, not use primer? Thanks for listening and enjoy the rest of your weekend." So
always use primer.
Yeah, apart from on glass.
Yeah.
Hey.
The color of your.
Well, your clear parts, you don't use primer on your clear parts, do you, Al?
Yes.
Unless you want to paint them.
Yeah, if you're painting the outside wheel because primarily we build cars, we paint on the inside of the glass. So you need the colour to leach through the glass.
Yeah. So always prime. Couple colour your primer will be dictated by your base colour. So for me, if it's metallic or black, it gets primed in black. If it's a light colour, like a light red, yellow, orange, light green, I'll prime in white. If it's anything darker, I'll go with grey. What paints, what colours to use, wherever you've got. 99% of my paints are lacquers, so that narrows that down. The colour choice depends on the brand and type of paint I want to use. That's it, really. Just personal choice, experience, and what works best for you at the end of the day.
Maybe we should just go into, he said the layering. He sees you layer different paints over each other. I have found that if you let the paint cure properly, it doesn't really make a difference what you paint over what.
There's that fallacy out there that you can't put lacquers over acrylic, you can't put acrylic over enamels, you can't put anything over enamels. Enamels, so anything can be put over anything. No. I've never had a problem to this day I can think of. Let me have a think of a paint type reacting to another being airbrushed, and it's just letting them cure or dry.
Yeah.
That's it. There's no issue. It's just drying times, like Roland said.
Yeah.
Patience. I say it in my videos all the time. Patience is a huge asset in your modeling arsenal. And this, you can have all the tools in the world. If you rush something, you're going to screw it up. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Al, what's my standard answer for how long should I wait to do X, Y, and Z?
Overnight or 24 hours?
Overnight or 24 hours. If you can wait overnight, 12 hours, give it a go. If you can wait 24, even better. And that's it. And I go by that rule 90% of the time, and I don't have an issue. Everything works great. How much of a rush are you in to enjoy your hobby at the end of the day? 2K, I used to leave for 3-4 days and then do it. I'll leave it. It could be left 2 weeks sometimes now because of the way I'm building. And I've always got 2 kits on the go. The bodies can be left, and I find that better because the 2K is fully hardened up. You can get as good a potential as you can out of polishing it because it's not going to mark or leave scratches in it because it's soft. Because 2K is 2K, it does dry, but real 2K is dried in an oven. So it dries like ultra fast, doesn't it? I think 2K dries at 60 degrees in about, is it 3 hours? I think it dries at that heat. And you can do that with a dehydrator if you want, but I've had trouble with those. And that was my point with the dehydrator. People are saying, why do you use a dehydrator? Well, I'm not that much of a rush to finish a model, so I'm quite happy for it to sit there and dry of its own time. Experience is the one thing that'll teach you everything in this. You'll find out what you can and can't do, and the only way you're ever going to get better at doing something is by doing it.
He's putting the chat there. He's putting the chat. Is what he meant was, how do you choose what brand of and why lacquer over acrylic or vice versa?
Okay. Not every color manufacturer makes a specific color of paint. And not every color manufacturer makes that in lacquer over acrylic. But if you brush paint lacquer over lacquer, like I say, if you pull it on quick, you're fine. If you keep brushing it, you'll burn straight through the lacquer because it reactivates itself. Same with enamels. So acrylic's a safer bet over lacquer if you've got larger areas to brush paint because it won't reactivate the lacquer. What was the other one?
I think it's important. I think it's important as well. If it really, we've said previously that the longer you leave it, the more it cures and the better it is. But if you're brushing lacquer over lacquer, it really doesn't matter how long you leave it; it'll get reactivated, and that's the biggest mistake.
And I basically make my choice by listening to the guys who actually use the paint.
Don't listen to all the crap online.
Because, like say, I've got a infinity airbrush and it doesn't like acrylics, but it likes lacquers, thin down. So avoid acrylics through it, but I'll use lacquers.
There's so many posts out there. We were discussing this the other day. I think the worst thing you can do when asking advice is post the same question on 6 different pages.
Yeah.
Because you'll get enough answers off one group. Never mind, you post it around everywhere. And you'll get people going, don't use this particular thing, it'll do this. And people will go, why, have you used it? And they'll go, no. Right. Well, how the hell do you know? Oh, somebody told me. Right, okay. I could tell you things. It doesn't mean they're true.
But you've got to find out what works for you.
Somebody's got some background.
Huh?
Somebody's got some background noise.
I heard that then as well.
Yes. And then Daryl's put, could you put acrylic over lacquer or vice versa over the 24-hour patients? I do it all the time, Daryl. All the time. What's
I think you could get away with putting acrylic over lacquer quicker than you could get away with putting lacquer over acrylic. I think acrylic takes a bit longer to dry, doesn't it, than the lacquers? The lacquers dry really fast, I find.
Acrylic dries pretty quick as well.
It does, yeah. I think it depends whether you
I put lacquer over acrylic, no issue.
Oh yeah, but you probably wait for the 24-hour rule, do you, Paul?
Yeah, 12, 24 hour, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, you could literally put, technically, by the time you sprayed lacquer, cleaned your airbrush, put the lid on the paint, threw all the tissues in the bin from painting, that lacquer paint's probably dry. Unless it's the likes of TS spray.
Yeah.
If it's a car-based lacquer, it'll flash off so fast because the amount of thinner in there. But then again, how much will rush you in? We're supposed to be enjoying this hobby.
Yeah.
You don't spend 45 quid on a kit to rush through it, do you, and finish it in 3 days.
Well, not now we're taking the dates off the buddy builds anyway.
No. Good idea that, Simon, wasn't it? Me and Simon happy we did that, aren't we, mate?
This is one of the reasons that I build kind of many kits at once. Well, not at once, but in turn, put them aside, let them dry or whatever. But it's just to keep your interest going, as well. So
I'm the same.
Well, once I've got the cave done, I might try that 2 kits at once philosophy.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that, I think.
I could not stick to one kit at a time.
The best thing I've done this year, even though it's a whole lot of work and it's absolute nightmare to do all the time, filming,
Video building.
It slows you right down. Right down. So you just take more time doing stuff. You're not rushing it. It's just, I think it's really helping me. Just quickly, Steve's asking Tim, how's his 172 build coming along?
Don't get in the front. Don't get that. This is the first time I've been on my bench for the whole week.
There you go. That's a note, Steve.
Shit is the answer to that at the moment.
Yeah. Joe says when he paints his cars, usually waits up to a week before he clears them with TS13. Depends what you paint it with, Joe. Should be able to clear almost 24 hours. Dan's got a good point. He never tells people what I've done and if it worked or not. If everything I word in my videos is always, this is how I do it. It's not the right way, just how I do it.
Yep, same.
There's no point sitting there preaching to people going, you can only do it this way.
I think that's the key thing. Everyone will have slightly different ways of doing things.
Yeah.
The other thing
If it works, it's great, isn't it?
On the paint debate is how quickly you can mask it as well before, because particularly if you're doing car models, you're probably likely to mask when you're painting a paint over another paint.
Yeah. I mean, look at us three, me, you and Al, Simon.
Yeah.
2K air pressures and needle sizes. All three of us use the same 2K.
Yeah.
What are you using, Al?
I use 0.2.
At what pressure?
About 20 psi.
You were using what, Simon?
So I'm using 0.35. I was doing it at 18 psi, but I'm now doing it at 24.
There you go. And I'm 0.35, and I was at 24, and I tried 30 the other day. So there's the same product being used in different ways.
Yep.
By 3 different people. Which one's right?
Different styles.
Which one's right? What's the right pressure?
Yeah.
What's
I
the
mean,
right?
it all depends how how close you get with the airbrush to the model. It's just your spraying style, isn't it? It's, you do what works for you.
I don't even know what Gravity recommends. I think they recommend 24 psi. I think they do actually generally recommend 24, 25.
I don't know. I've got nothing to look at anymore.
Stay on the box.
Well, you try it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, then you.
I didn't like 30. I think it put the paint down well, but I think I get a better finish at 24. And I'm like Simon. There's only one reason I use 24.
Did you not go up to the 0.5, Paul, with the Gravity? Did you try it with the Gravity?
Yeah, it was all right. Yeah, but I was covering that bloody huge 12 scale kit one night. So it was just like spread 24. The only reason I use 24, it's the same reason Simon does, is we were saying the other day, the stupid PSI markings on the bloody Sparmax compressor.
Yeah.
It goes up in 4 PSI increments. You know what I mean? It's silly. Does it give any recommendation, Si?
No, it's not on the box, ironically.
I'm sure it's 25.
I think it's on the website, I think.
Yeah, I'm sure it's 25 PSI. But there's
I think you're saying that though. But how accurate did you say would you say you'll get your pressures out when you change the pressures? It's close enough, isn't it?
No, I do. I am quite pedantic. I do make sure it's on the right, and it's always while the air is on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have considered getting one of the digital pressure gauges, to read out, so you can get it spot on. But I don't know.
Instead, how accurate your pressure gauge is, probably 10-20% off.
Yeah.
Don't know how accurate they are. Exactly.
Antonio, if I remember right, as I was watching his video the other day, who's the Gravity guy, he sprays his at 28 from a 0.3 needle.
There you go. So this is what I mean. 3 different people.
Yeah.
Same product. All different ways of doing it. And it's whatever works. No one can say such and such works. This doesn't work. You've got to do it this way, because there is nothing. It's your way. And like I said, the only way you're going to figure that out for yourself is by doing it. You get an airbrush and you're going to paint it. Don't start spraying it on paper. Or, just try it on there if you want to try it. Just build a model.
Yeah.
Build a model. Buy a cheap model and just go for it. We've said this before. Just go for it. And whatever it is, it is. Take it as a learning curve. And,
you'll learn more from doing it and making mistakes and correcting them than you will spraying bits of paper, that's for sure.
Spoons are great for testing colours, for testing spraying techniques. No, it doesn't work. You haven't got all the angles and the recesses that a real model has that will alter the way the paint lays down. And that's only going to come with experience, because you need to build the muscle memory up in your fingers and get your technique down. So, there's lots to get into this, and I could really go on a rant, because there's a lot of misinformation out there.
Yeah.
That I say all the time, and it's this: you must clear coat for decals. Why? You don't have to. As long as your paint's smooth, it can be matte and still be smooth. It'll work just fine. So yeah.
There's a discussion in the chat about the hose as well making a difference to the pressure.
Yeah.
Which it does.
I don't think it's going to make that much difference. So if you were talking,
if you go from like a meter to 2.5 meters, it's going to make a difference. But if you've got a 40-foot long hose, that would.
40-foot long hose. Yeah. It's going to be a PSI or 2, though. It's not going to be a huge amount.
That's only because of the sheer amount of air it's carrying.
Yeah. There's a question in the chat. I'll just slip this one in here quietly from the Owl, Chris, I think it is. He says, I have the model, but for example, the FS color has differences between Humbrol, Tamiya, Mr. Color, Vallejo, etc. Which color is right? Well, I think it's the length of a piece of string thing. Each manufacturer will interpret what that color will be and produce a paint to that. And if you need to lighten it or darken it, whatever, just it depends on so much, like weathering, for example. Would you paint it lighter or darker if you're going to weather a model? I'm talking about aircraft here, so
it's all subjective at the end of the day, isn't it?
Yeah,
if you want a real argument, ask modelers what's the real colour of Dunkelgelb.
Yeah.
I don't think even the Germans do that themselves.
Yeah.
It just varies.
Yellow.
So it's all subjective and down to your eye at the end of the day. It's your model, build it how you want.
Yeah, absolutely.
The color, you could get the paint perfect, like the correct shade, absolutely spot on. As soon as you chuck a wash on it, the color will change totally.
Yeah.
Totally. Which is whenever I weather things like aircraft and tanks, I always do it lighter because I know it will darken as it goes. When you spray a car body and look at the color, you think, oof, I don't know. That's right. As soon as you clear it, it darkens a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So, you know, if you ever want to see what it's going to look like cleared or whatever, just wet it, put a bit of water on it or whatever.
I have a question about wetting later on, but I'll move on to the
For us, otherwise.
Back to the live at the bench chat. The next question is from Steve Partridge. Says this has probably been asked many times before, so apologies for asking. What color primer would you use when the dominant color is white? He's thinking white primer would make more difficult to see if you've got a nice even top coat.
Can do, yeah. I've just done this on the Beamer. Personally, I'd still prime in white because grey is very hard to cover with white. If you're going to do grey, just add a touch of grey to the white primer, so you get a little bit of a tone. But it's still going to be hard to spot. It's so easy to overspray white.
The thing when painting white is I would always prime with a white primer, and then when you come to putting your base coat down, priming with spraying with light is your friend, so you can angle the body so you can see where the actual paint's going.
Just to say that, and I say it all from my video today. Yeah, have your light source above you and angle that body so everywhere you spray, you can see that spray pattern hitting the body.
Yeah.
That's
the secret to white.
Yeah. White is no different to any other paint, other than it needs to go down a bit thinner. That's it. That's simply it. People, and yellow is the same. Light green, they just get easy to spray as they go through the color and the darkness. But white is one of the hardest ones to do.
Yeah,
clear is even harder.
Same with the primer. Really, you need many light coats.
Yeah, and I think it's a great idea too. When like you just said, Paul, using the angle of the light. If you're building up layers and you're going light layer upon light layer upon light layer, and if you're looking right at it, and by the time you see it, you've already put on too much, especially if you have a very light thin color. So yeah, using the angle and using the reflection just to you can see where the paint is going as it shows as wet. You don't
see it atomized and landed on the body, and then you just see the body pattern and go along.
It's a great technique to building up the fine layer.
I think a lot of people overthink things. You're only going to go good by doing it at the end of the day. I haven't sprayed white in over a year. And, I know mentally, right, got to be careful here. Nice light thin coats, away we go. And I did, no problem at all. Primer and paint. And that's because I've done it so many times in the past, to slow down. Whereas you see, again, posts all over Facebook of people trying to spray white or light red, and the paint's just pulled up and fish-eyed. It's not proper fish-eyed, it's not a contaminant. But they put that much paint on it that it's drawn itself away from the edge. There's something wrong with this paint. This paint's no good. Well, no, it's not the paint. It's just you. You haven't used it properly, that's all. Yeah. That's it for me.
Okay, there's a couple of questions were put in the chat way early on. The first one is from Brian, who's asking how much of a difference is there rapid thinner compared to leveling thinner?
Okay, quite a bit. And there's a massive difference between, hang on, let me think, what was it I used? There's a huge difference between Tamiya lacquer thinner with retarder and just a standard lacquer thinner, and that's not even a quick drying one. Because I mixed some Mr. Surfacer. No, it wasn't. It was GX2. It was a few weeks back. I had 2 bottles and I thought, right, I'll mix one, pre-mix in a bottle so it's ready to use. And me being a dipshit and not realising, I picked up the wrong thinner. and I thinned an entire bottle with the normal Tamiya non-retarder. And that GX2 is a gloss black paint, so it does need a retarder to work. I looked at it and thought, oh, I just ruined that bottle of paint. Oh, well, I'll have a look in a bit. And I did one with the retarder, and I've sprayed those on spoons. And there's a huge difference just between those two. And they're both just normal lacquer thinners, just one's got a retarder. And so the fast one, again, should be even duller. And I did it today on the BMW. I just did the first part on today. I cleared that with LP24 with Tamiya lacquer thinner and retarder. Wasn't happy with the finish, so I used some decanted super semi-gloss clear from Mr. Hobby with the fast stuff, and it's beautiful. So I'll do an experiment one day, and I'll use all 3 thinners with different paints, and I'll do it on spoons so you can see. But if there's a difference between a normal Tamiya lacquer thinner and a retarder one, and it's very noticeable. I think I showed you, didn't I, Alan?
Absolutely.
It's very noticeable, isn't it?
Yeah.
There'll be a huge difference with a fast one because it's drying that paint so fast it doesn't get time to level. And that paint's that thinner is more beneficial with metallics, because if you're using a leveling thinner, the theory is as the paint hits and you level up, the paint particles, same way they're separating the bottle, they sink under the finish a little bit. So it's not as shiny. Whereas if you use a fast thinner, it dries a lot faster. You're leaving all those metallic pigments on top.
Yeah.
I've not really tried that yet, but I will. I'll do some experiment when I'm bored one day, which is never. I've got nothing to do. I'll give it a go. Yeah. So
you're saying that Mr. Hobby Super Clear thinned with their rapid thinner is a good way to go?
Did you see the pictures in the chat today?
No, I didn't.
That was a satin finish, a semi-gloss. That was
semi-gloss.
Oh, semi-gloss. Okay.
So with a matte finish. Again, has anyone used Tester's dual coat in the little bottles?
Yeah.
Right. Have you ever thinned that with normal lacquer thinner, just a general lacquer thinner?
Long time ago. Yeah.
And then Mr. Hobby leveling thinner. The normal lacquer thinner is a lot duller, because it hasn't got that self-leveling property in it.
Right.
Because I used to thin it originally with lacquer thinner, then I moved over to Mr. Hobby, and there's a marked difference there as well between those. Yep.
Okay, the last question of the evening, apart from my one. Dwight asked earlier on, how much of a difference is there between the rapid thinner compared to the level thinner?
Done that one.
We just answer that.
Second.
No, we just.
Two people asked the same question.
No, there was another one. I think I've copied the same question. Anyway,
Ow!
There was a question. There was a question saying, "What is the?" Wasn't it one about the best kit or something, brother?
Yes. It
So
was.
we can find it.
What was the best Tamiya car kit?
Yeah, best Tamiya car kit in your opinion.
all right, yeah, okay.
I'm going to go with. It's got to be that GR Supra for me. It's the most simplistic, well thought out kit I've built from Tamiya. Yeah, you built it, Si, haven't you?
Yeah, it's a lovely kit.
I don't think you're necessarily saying a built kit, though, is he?
What?
I don't think he's asking what's the best kit you've built. What do you think is the best car from? I'm trying to find.
That's the answer I just give.
Yeah.
The best.
So I'd go for the Carrara GT, Porsche Carrara GT.
Yeah, I'd also go for the AMG GT3.
If it didn't have to fill those rear vents in on the back, yeah.
I still like that. But the Supra fits. I mean, it goes together so easily.
It's just so well thought out, that kit. It's real trouble-free kit to build.
Yeah.
Yeah, the AMG GT3 didn't have those vents to fill on the back. That'd be such a simple kit to do.
Yeah.
Just makes it a bit more
challenging.
Yeah. Anyone else? Tamiya kits?
I was going to ask about the best Tamiya aircraft kits, but I think there's quite a few of them, so would be here all night, you know.
I have heard a lot of good things about the Tamiya Corsair. I have got one. I haven't built it yet. The F4U 1D or the 1A, but I'm
What scale, Jim?
32nd.
yeah, that's in 32nd. I
Yeah.
know Paul's
I've
done
built
Mustang in 32nd.
I had a few troubles with the wings, getting them over the wing spars. But
On the Corsair.
yeah, I'm gonna guess it's probably down to me, not the kit. Because you build the fuselage up with a short wing section where you can add the fold. Then you've got the extended wing spar that comes out the side, and you slot the wings over it. Mine was like unbelievably tight, and it just ever so slightly misaligned.
Really?
So it's probably something along the way that I've not quite glued in place properly, or
well, I'm currently doing their Tomcat and waiting on decals for the new F4B that's basically done. And like I said before, there's a lot of design cues that have come over, but as everybody's raved about the Tomcat, I think that the Phantom, I think people are going to find the Phantom even better.
Yeah.
Everything just fits like a dream.
What about that P38 though?
I haven't built that one yet, and a lot of people rave about that one too. It's just for as complex of a shape as the P38 is. I mean, there's YouTube videos galore about guys putting it together, and they rave about it. So what to me it does is an afterthought, and their secondary business is amazing because model kits isn't to me his first thing. It's RC stuff. They do model kits as an afterthought, and they knock it out of the park. And you've got all these other companies as their frontline business trying to make money, and they can't even come close. It's kind of mind-boggling.
Camera have been knocking out the park with their model kits since the late 60s.
Yeah.
They were way ahead, and they still are.
Absolutely. Everybody's chasing them.
That late 70s Panther kit, the Panther G, that's still better than some new kits that are released nowadays. You know what I mean? So it shows you.
I did the P30, the 48th Tamiya one, and I had a lot of trouble with it, but harking back to all the previous folk, all the previous folk who had said, it goes together well, and yet in the end it was me. I mean, you work at it and you see,
that's usually the thing with the Tamiya kit. If something's gone wrong, 9.95 chances out of 10, it's probably something that you've done. It's not the kit's fault.
Absolutely, yeah.
And I'm guilty of that too.
Yeah, I give it.
Gary's saying F16s and both scales, all three. Gary, hang on, they do 72, don't they?
72nd,
72, 48. I've built the 32nd, the 48's a beautiful kit. Just falls together. You've done the 32nd scale F16 now.
Yep.
Wonderful kit.
Lovely.
That was Tamiya's flagship kit for a long time.
Yeah.
And that's a hell of a build, I think. Just the engine in that thing's like a work of art.
Oh, I'm telling you.
That's just a simple part. He pulls in at the back. It's a lovely kit. Very nice.
Okay, right. Well, the last question of the evening is from myself, my good self. I'm considering doing an aircraft that has been just landed, after having come down through icing conditions and whatever. So there's a bit of a wet look on it, not everywhere, but just in selected panels and whatever. How would you go about doing that? Same color, same paint color, but one's wet look and one's not. Would you consider going maybe masking off and doing some varnishing, or
a bit of gloss coat, isn't it? So you want something that's going to give because wet make is like shiny, isn't it?
Yeah.
And this
Probably gloss and semi-gloss.
Yeah. This I think harks back to
something thin like aqua gloss.
Yeah.
Doesn't,
I'm thinking mainly along the lines of Paul's different thinners with the paint, with the different finishes.
Yeah, might do.
Yeah.
Depends how thick you want it. You could use something like canopy glue or PVA glue that dries ultra clear, like crystal clear. That might work.
Yeah, but how?
Yeah, glue and glaze, for example, if you want to have the effect, because water does have a thickness to it, doesn't it, as well? If you know what I mean.
Yeah, you'd have to water it down some and rotten. So would you spray that through the airbrush, for example?
You could do if you watered it down, yeah.
Well, glue and glaze levels quite well, though, doesn't it? In all fairness.
Yeah.
Isn't there some wet look weathering sets out there somewhere?
Probably. Dan's in the chat saying AK do one.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got the AK one. It's all right. I haven't used it properly. I used it a little bit on the R1 I just done. I can't remember where I used it, but yeah, it was all right. It was. I didn't look up how to use it or anything. I just slapped it on, and it did look pretty good.
Guys, I'm gonna make a move. Tom's gonna come in here with the bubby.
All right, mate.
I'll
Okay,
catch you
Tim.
guys over the
Tim.
weekend.
Thank you.
Timmy.
Catch you later.
See you there, bud.
Aaron.
Okay, well, in that case, that's all the questions for this evening.
Well done. And yeah, Kev saying Tammy's 172 Mitsubishi Zero is beautiful. It is. That's a very good cat. I built that one a while back. And Dan saying, look at Plasmo's sunken tank diorama. There's a lot of wet effects in that.
Okay.
Gary saying thin down wet effect fluid. Simple answer.
All right. Give that all a go.
Some good questions there, Al. Nice one.
Yeah.
Well done. Right, what we're going to do is a giveaway and we're all done. You ready, Si?
I'm ready.
Good man. Si's thinking, what for?
I've got a generator already.
He looked worried then, didn't he? Like, what?
But you can ask him to do the spiel. That's what he
I
thought.
know, yeah, I think that was it, wasn't it? Anyway, over to Simon, who's going to do all the spiel for the giveaway.
Any number between 1 and 10.
Yeah, it's about the numbers. Right, okay. So we've got a £20 UMP gift voucher to give away, and all you've got to do to win this is, when prompted in the chat by Alan, pick one number between 1 and 1,000. I repeat, one number between 1 and 1,000. Don't change your numbers. If somebody else picks it, it's hard luck. After 5 minutes, we'll do a live random number generator, and the closest person to that number will win a nice £20 UMP gift voucher to spend on whatever you want on our website, www.umpretail.com. There you are. So, when you're ready.
I'm ready when you're ready.
Are you ready, boys? So we begin in 3.
Hang on.
Oh, by the way, I do have a written record of all the winners in the book.
Oh, just get on with it.
3, 2, 1. Start your numbers.
Graham, I use a Shesto light, mate. If you go through any of my videos, it's in the products. Daryl's got sour grapes because his light was crap. Only joking. It looked all right. Oof, look at all them numbers. Look at their numbers. It's slow time, isn't it?
They're all using the Claire theory now. That's the thing.
Is Claire going to be on top tonight?
It's weird. It's the first time.
Are they going to mess up again?
It's the first time I've not added a number at this point.
No, you can't make all that.
I know.
Good today. Do you use the same number every week?
No.
Oh,
Four minutes. Down to 4 minutes.
Technically, I do. I use the wrong number every week.
Yeah. Sadly, if you're on here, you can't put a number in.
That's all right. Anyway, I would even if I did get anything, I'd be.
Get the missus to do it. Luke, get the missus to do it.
You think how I feel? I never win a thing ever. Nothing. All I do is give stuff away every week. Every week. I know. Put my built model in there. I got no chance of winning anything.
You are nothing but a giver, Paul.
I am not a receiver like you, Jim.
I think it's very much appreciated, though. Paul, is all the work you put in. I really do think it is appreciated.
It's very disheartening though when you can't win anything.
I'm straight out of your pocket, though, really, don't I?
Yeah, it's good though. I like doing this. As much as I moan about going live, I do enjoy doing this. I also enjoy talking to Daryl. I can't keep a straight face now.
Yeah, that sort of thing hasn't been mentioned in a while, has it?
What, the snow speeder?
Oh, you said that word.
The one I sold because Daryl wouldn't leave me alone over it. Yeah, that's gone now. Adam's going to buy it. Yep. No snow speeders. No sci-fi.
Adam said he was going to do a video build of it anyway, so give him a message.
He was going to do a video build of it, yeah, just to shut Daryl up. 6 thumbs down. Wow.
I know. We've got a record tonight, haven't we?
I've annoyed somebody this week, haven't I?
Oh, it was me with my section for Dan. We need Dan back to get the
Well,
thumbs up.
we've got 7 now. Come on, we can make it 10. They all count.
Oh, let's go for 10, all-time record.
It doesn't matter whether the thumbs up or the thumbs down, they all count, don't they?
They do.
Couldn't care less. Now, if somebody put in the chat why they gave me a thumbs down, that'd be
They wouldn't.
Yeah.
They
Man up.
wouldn't.
No one's ever going to do that because no one's brave enough. Yeah,
That's not bad. But I mean, you know, if people have got an issue with something, tell us what it is, and perhaps we can change it or make it different. You know.
Anyone that knows me will know I couldn't give a flying fooks about what people think of me. What is it again, Roland?
Yeah, a flying fox. Yes.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. That I really couldn't
Flying
give a
fox
shit.
is actually a big bat.
Yeah, I couldn't give a fooks what anyone thinks. I gave up caring. God, years ago, what anyone thinks. I couldn't give a shit. But I'll tell you one thing. If I get under your skin and annoy you, I am so happy that I do that. I love annoying people. And I know all the regular videos and the live shows will piss a lot of people off. I think that kind of drives me on to do them. I think it's good fun. So, yeah. Thanks for the thumbs down. Thanks for watching.
1 minute, folks. You got 1 minute.
You hate us that much that you watch us to give a thumbs down on a Friday night. You could be doing something better. Shows you how shit you're like. You must have a really shitty life if you're doing that, mustn't you?
And no doubt they put a number in the number draw there.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly. Or the spreading misinformation about airbrushes.
Yeah.
Is that too? Oh, how much trouble could I cause, Norman? So easily.
Tons.
How much? And I keep my mouth shut all the time.
30 seconds, folks.
I could make so many people look like I see you next Tuesday. So much. But I don't. So, yeah, thumbs down. Knock yourselves out. Doesn't bother me in the slightest. You're watching. You've added to analytics. You've added 0.011 pence on my monthly revenue. Doesn't bother me in the slightest. But if you've got nothing better to do on a Friday night, you can spend that with your family.
Here we go, folks. 3, 2, 1. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-ing.
There's him, but Ben beat her.
Oh.
Probably not something Claire wants to hear, but Ben came before you.
Oh,
After mine.
Did Claire make it in? Because I'm not down the bottom.
yeah.
Yep.
Second last, right. Second last.
Colin's right. Perhaps the thumbs down because they can't get Apex Spurs. That's a good point.
Good point.
Who's doing the old?
I've got it ready, willing, and able.
Oh, yeah. How about that? I was waiting for you lot to pick the winner. I was just starting like that. Oh, yeah. We need to laugh, don't we?
We have to do the number.
That's why I put the thumbs down this week. I don't know, Brian. Maybe. Oh, there you go. That's it. Whoa, Simon. My God, you gave me a heart attack. I was like, oh, shut that chat quick. What's it? Whew. Close call. Anyway, Simon just nearly killed me.
Are we ready?
Go on, Si.
3, 2, 1.
No. Wait. Right. Oh, okay.
3, 6, 7.
That's the winning number. There you go. I won't bother saying everything. I go, whoa. So, yeah, that's the winning number. There you go. We'll forget the normal spiel. Basically, if 2 people have picked it, you're screwed. So, that's it. Oh, Claire came first on his screen. Wow.
Oh.
Filthy that. Yeah, Claire came before Ben. I can see that. Yeah, if you're watching the chat and you got a problem, go on, be brave and post in that chat. Live chat. I won't think any less of you. See if you're brave enough. We're all adults. We're going to have a chat. No, mate. No smoke speeder build, Brian. Sorry, mate. I know you're looking forward to that one.
I can check again, Normie.
Hey,
Go back and check again.
Stu said he's giving a thumbs down because I don't like your show, but I have to watch it to see how much I don't like it. As you know, Paul always asks. Yeah,
So we got that's a tie, then, isn't it?
Yeah.
you are joking.
No, it's Simon's fault.
£1 each.
It's a tie.
Right, go on then. Who is it?
Hang on, I'm just trying to. Hang on, let me just go back and double check. I've got that one there.
he's
that
about
before-
two or three below him.
Yeah, no, it's right, Norm.
2, 3,
Yeah,
4, 5.
yeah, it is right. So do you want the two numbers then, Paul? Yeah.
Stop sharing.
got-
Keep her on. Sorry, keep her on for a minute.
So we've
Go on.
we've got scaly models with 369,
Okay.
and we've got Paul Gower with 365.
And they're both equidistant, yeah?
Yeah, from 367.
Right. Okay, then.
Yeah, so
Paul and Mike, pick a number between 1 and 1,000 again. We'll just keep it on 1,000. Yeah, Paul, if you're watching, Paul Gower, was it?
yeah,
And
Paul Gower.
Mike Mountain. Pick another number between 1,000, boys. People, them.
Right.
Binary or non-binary?
Well, you gotta be careful, haven't you? Yeah, you really have. So I should. It's just me being me, isn't it? Yeah, put another number in between 1 and 1,000. We'll do it the only fair way I can think of doing it. Oh, right, Mike's gone for 574.
Paul, you're going to get a pick number in, mate.
If Paul's still watching.
Six, 2,
624. Right, go on, hit it.
3, 2, 1, and the winning number is 528.
That's going to be scaly then.
That's Mike. There you go, Mike. Well done. Yep, there we are. It's the only way we can do it, peeps. I'm sorry. There's no other way, fair way I can even think of doing that. So yeah, Mike's got it. Well done, Mike. Message me, mate, and I'll sort that out for you next week. Well done. £20 gift voucher to Mr. Mountain. Superb. Unlucky Paul. Oh, written twice. The unlucky mate. Yeah, just look at the draw, that one. Sorry about that. But yeah, there we go. 2 ties in one night. First time.
Geez, yeah, no.
Marina's putting numbers in as well. And Scaly says stick it in the models for heroes.
Yeah.
Well done.
Top man.
Good man.
With that.
Oh, excellent. Well
We're going to
done.
look like a small world debt here to most heroes, maybe. What are we up to now, Norm?
It's a lot.
Ain't
Oh,
got
no.
enough to do.
I think he's got to take
Oh,
his
yeah,
shoes off.
probably.
Random numbers appearing in the chat.
Worthy cause as well.
It's right in the shopping list there. Norm,
Yep.
what are we at now total?
It's, well, I'll let it go through it again, but we're probably well over 200.
Don't worry
There's
about
40
it. Show that next
there's-
time. That's good,
Yeah, there's 40 quid just tonight there, mate.
yeah, that's good. Well done, everyone. Very generous. And Paul said he would have donated it as well. Well done, peeps. Well done.
Well done, Paul. Well done, Mike.
Yeah, absolutely superb. Well done, everyone. So that's us
Yeah.
done. If you want to come join us off air, we're going to be off air for God knows how long. Chatting crap all through the night. So you want to come and join us and have a laugh, feel free. The link will
I'm going to
somehow
put the link.
magically
I'm gonna
appear.
put the link out.
Yep, from Alan, who likes to put it in the chat. Click on that, join that group, and click on the link, come join us. It's free to join, just like this, exactly like this. For a lot more swearing and talking about stuff that would,
Oh, yeah.
pardon?
Yeah.
Sorry.
A bit more raw.
Yeah, it's a bit live and raw. So
Ding ding.
thank you, Mike. You're awesome, mate. Thank you. Welcome, join us. Feel free. Open to everybody. Unless you piss me off, then you can bugger off. Don't want you in there. And you'll be told if you join. And if you're really brave and you give a thumbs down, come and join us live. I'll chat to you.
Yeah.
That'd be an interesting conversation, wouldn't
Yeah.
it?
You're going to talk Gary then.
Don't forget, we'll be back on Sunday morning for a couple of hours and Wednesday morning next week, all being well. I plan to do a bench update. I was going to do it tomorrow, but I don't know if I'll get a chance. I'll see. But there's a bench update due. Paul says, not on Facebook. Do you have a WhatsApp group? No, mate. Right. How can Paul do that? Does that mean to join our Hangouts, Paul? Email me, Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah, or I can. Or he can email me. He's got my email address.
Oh, has he? Email Simon, and Simon will give you the link to join us.
Yeah.
If that's what you want to do. Yeah, that's an easier way of doing it. And if anyone ever wants to get in touch with me, contact me on Facebook or the email address that's in every non-live video down the bottom, ismprizeclaim@gmail.com. It comes straight through to me. If you ever want to chat about anything or whatever, advice, or to join the live shows, but the offer hangouts. Come join our offer hangout. You'll enjoy it. It's good fun. It's not for everybody, but it is good fun.
Definitely.
It is. And we'll be here for a couple of hours. It's just this. It's just us lot sat around chatting crap. It's like a live show, but a lot more swearing. What was that word again, Norman? Roland?
Yeah.
No, what was that word again? Fucks. Fucks. Yeah. So you want to come and talk to us about a load of fucks? Feel free.
Yeah.
And we'll catch you all on Sunday. So take care, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Stay safe. Don't be doing anything I wouldn't do, which isn't all that much, really.
Yeah.
And we will catch you all later.